Hey everybody, welcome into the Beehive. I'm your host, TheBee at LLC, and this is where we stack precious metals like it's pollen and nectar. Our pollen is silver and our nectar is gold, preserving our wealth as honey of old. Like ancient metals, we hold our own. And I'm going to run through some rules here. Let me check my comments. Nickel stacking, welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, so must be 18 years or older to purchase in this auction. Email me long live coins with any wins you make throughout the night. Please include what you won and at what price, along with your YouTube name and address you would like it shipped to. I will send an invoice to your email, which includes many forms of payment. If none of the payment methods in the invoice work well for you, we also have Zelle and Cash App. I have no fees except for PayPal, which if you're using PayPal, please add 4% to your total. Otherwise, all other payment methods are free. Shipping is $7 in the US. And the top bidder with the highest total value gets a freebie coin. Today it's a half-ounce First Majestic round. 3/9 fine silver. You can't win the freebie 2 auctions in a row. Otherwise, you're good to go. We'll bid in dollar increments up to 100 and then $5 increments over to 100. My special guest today, which would be the Broke Stacker, are always welcome to bid in the auction, and any moderators can bid as well. And my special guest gets free shipping. One unique rule we have here is you can bid insurance, but you have to pay it. So just be a little careful on bidding insurance, because you just have to pay it. So we will run a 3-minute timer and then count it down. 3, 2, 1, sold. Today, if we exceed 30 likes, we'll pull a coin from the Hive's treasure chest to be auctioned off. Ancient coins sold here come with a lifetime market value money back guarantee to be genuine. And we also have up to a 4-month payment plan. So you can split your payment into 4, once a month payment. And at the last payment, when I receive that, I'll ship out the coin. Also, we have chat commands, exclamation point pay, exclamation point likes, exclamation point rules, exclamation point ancient, and exclamation point tip will all bring up those subjects. Neil's Han Dynasty, welcome in. Joseph Lopez, let me get Broke up here with us.
Hey, what's going on?
Mr. Broke Stacker, welcome in. Good to see you. How you doing?
Good to see you, man. Oh, doing great, doing great.
Good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get rolling here. I'm going to put up our first piece. All right, our first piece is a Liberty Lobby half-ounce round. It is a 1993 Andrew Jackson.
Very nice, very nice. Who makes that? That's Liberty Lobby. Liberty Lobby. Is that the mint?
No, I think Liberty Lobby was kind of a little lobby group that was kind of like now we have a new group, Citizens for Sound Money. I don't know if you have heard of them or know about them, but it's just kind of like a lobby group, and that works kind of behind the scene along with lawmakers and whatnot to try to implement sound money and work our way up to it. They have been part of passing the laws to take away taxing your precious metals. They've been behind some of that type of thing. So I think that's what this was. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't looked too deep into it. But yeah, it's a Liberty Lobby. I can't say it either. 1993, 240 grains. So it's kind of unique in that way that instead of saying half ounce, it says 240 grains. But That's a full half ounce of 3/9 fine silver. 480 is 1 ounce. So,
Yes, sir. That is correct. That is a tongue twister. Liberty Lobby.
Liberty Lobby. All right. There we go. All right. Let's get going on this. I'm going to start it off at $26. Liberty Lobby, half ounce, pure silver.
Nice, and that looks like original packaging from where it was minted, huh?
Yep. It's still got its, I guess you'd call it a lollipop packaging there.
Very nice.
Indeed. So, what's going on over with the Broke Stacker? What's new with you over there?
Oh my gosh, I've had so much stuff going on in the background. It's not even funny. Well, as you guys know, I've been having issues with my furnace. My original furnace has clunked out on me. I got it working again by some miracle. I didn't do anything different. I don't know if you guys saw my short that I did the other day. I got off of work. I got back. I walked by it. I was doing other stuff, messing with the chickens, and well, it came to life. I was like, no way. So that's why I did those shorts. I thought we were going to be rolling, but I maxed out the temperature. Apparently, I think it goes all the way up to 1150 degrees, allegedly, but it was not anywhere near that. It was not melting copper. So I think it might be hot enough to get gold, maybe silver, but definitely not copper. So that we're going to retire that furnace, maybe just use it for parts in the future. But yeah, that one's gone out of service. I ordered on Memorial Day weekend a propane furnace, and they only sent me half the parts. I was like, okay, well, what's going on here, guys? You're obviously a U.S. shipper. I got the thing in 2 days. What's going on? I can you guys just send me the parts? It took them a week to get back to me, and then they told me, oh yeah, we're gonna work with the supplier. Because we're the original maker, Vivor. We're gonna work with that supplier and get you the stuff. This is like a week later. I was like, well, okay, where's it coming? We're gonna send it from China. I was like, oh no, we're not waiting 6 weeks for some parts. Just give me a refund. And I've yet to get my refund back from them. So screw that vendor. Never doing that again. And I went with a different vendor, and I found a pretty good deal on another electric that has a higher temperature rating for that little furnace, and hopefully it'll do a little bit better with copper. But I'm going to do that for now with copper, but eventually I want to do that one just for silver and get another propane one for copper. So long story short, the new electric one just came in the mail, I believe, yesterday, and I believe we will be melting this weekend. We'll have another pour party, if you will.
Oh, nice. Oh, I like that. I really enjoyed watching you pour that silver for the first time. I had a lot of fun in that live stream. So.
Yeah, me too, man. Like that, I really do appreciate you donating to the cause there. That really lit a fire under my butt there, and I fully intend on pouring more and more of this stuff here, guys. Awesome. There's something special. There is something special about silver. I don't know.
I'm with you. Silver and cigar. Go ahead. Sorry, Broke. Yeah, no, there definitely is something a little bit more to silver. Once you start handling it, and I haven't poured it, but I imagine even that would take it a whole nother notch. So yeah, there's definitely something to it.
Yes, sir.
And I know, like, it's even how it pulls your heat from your hands so quickly. Like even through a capsule, you can grab a coin on the edges, and you'll see it looks like you're fingerprinting the coin, and it's not sucking the heat through the plastic. And I mean, it just shows. I mean, that's almost, that's pretty crazy. So
it's magic.
It is some interesting stuff. Dutch
Thermodynamics.
Good to see you, Dutch. So also here, we're going to count this one down in a second, but I'm going to also back us out here and show you that we do have the same Buy It Now special, 2016 Silverback gorilla. Let me get a little better zoom here on it. So we got
Nice. I have one of those. Those are lovely coins.
they're really nice. They're in fact I'll look at that a little bit closer.
Lots of nice details on those. That one was gifted to me, I think, a couple Christmases back, and I really just it wasn't on my radar before. It's just like anything else with these silver pieces. Until you have it in your hand, it doesn't do it justice, like pictures online or anything like that. When you get it in your hand, your eyes can pick up all those fine details. It's really they're very unique.
Indeed. Yeah, in fact, this year's Swan, the Australian Swan series, I got that. And when I seen it online, I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" It looked really bad, the design. But once I got it in hand, it was pretty nice. I like it now. But I was looking at it online, and just through a picture, and I'm like, it doesn't look very impressive. I'm a dude. Welcome in, Lisa Anderson, Blistering Barnacles. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here. All right, I'm going to count
Good to see you guys.
half ounce Andrew Jackson down. There we go. Yeah, we got, don't see a bid. Let me double check. We got no bid in 3.
Yeah, guys, that is a collector's item right there. You're the good guys. The good guys that are lobbyists are the ones that are putting out these pieces. That is the good side of American history and modern day history. So don't forget that's a very unique piece there in the original packaging. I mean, you got me looking at it now, man.
It's $26 and half ounce, and got no bid, and we're counting it down 3, 2, and we got no bid at 26 in 1, and we got In Marsh. Welcome in, good to see you, bud. And we go no biddo. All right. Let's try something else here.
Wouldn't it be nice if we can ask our employers to be paid in gold or silver?
Yeah, for sure. I just, yeah, indeed, that would be nice. I kind of have the advantage of that sometimes in my position, but I know what you mean.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go with 2023 Type 2 ASE. If you don't have an American Silver Eagle and a brand new capsule in the Type 2, this is a good example for you here. Nice, clean example. BU.
What was the first year with this Type 2? Was that the late 2021 or was that 2022?
It was late 2021, about midway through the year. They went over to the Type 2.
Right. Fairly new design. I like it. It's starting to grow on me. I mean, at first I was with everybody else a little skeptical, but at the same time, it's starting to grow on me. I like that new design.
Yep. Okay, 2023. We're going to go good deal here. Okay, we got a 2023 Type 2 BU in a new capsule, $36. All right, Lisa. TheBee, Coins and Precious Metals. Good to see you.
LLC, I think underneath your title there, you still got the
okay, thanks.
Andrew Jackson there.
Got you. Thank you. We got TheBee coming in here. So yeah, we got a 2023 American Silver Eagle, 3 9s fine, 1 ounce coin for $36.
Nice. That is a very fair price. That is
Yeah, it's
market price right now.
good
That's all
price.
BU, no issues, and a capsule. A capsule's worth at least $1.
Exactly. Capsules where you're making out on that one. Homestead Aquarius, good to see you. Welcome in. And
I need to take a look in the chat here.
yes, it's nice to be able to see the chat. But yeah, you got Homestead hollering at you. And
Nice.
hello.
What's going on, Homestead? Nickel stacking, Dub C, got Lisa Anderson in the house. Anybody, if I miss you, I apologize. I'm going through here. In Marsh. Thanks, guys, for coming in. This is awesome, man. I love seeing you guys. It's like, for me, it's almost like going to church or something. It's like, good to see everybody you love.
No doubt, no doubt.
Silvery Cigars in here. Nice.
Yep.
Neil. Shout outs to everybody. I apologize if I missed you there in the chat.
Well, let's hear some details about you. Where, what state are you in?
I am in the great state of Idaho.
Oh wow, that is a good state. I might say I think I have an Idaho coin actually. That's kind of cool.
Really?
Idaho. Well, that's a good place to be right now, I would think. How do you enjoy it there?
I love it here. There is one issue that just popped up recently, and it's affecting farmers more than anything. It's water curtailments coming out of the Twin Falls Canal Company. They are doing water curtailments because I saw a video on it today. I'm thinking about it was a little corny, made by some low budget farmers, but it explained in great detail what's going on and why and how it's going to affect everybody, not just in Idaho, but nationwide, maybe even the world, with these water curtailments. I mean, no food, no farmers, no food.
No, for sure. That's the thing right now, and you know, it doesn't. I'm unhappy about it, to say the least. Yeah,
so they're trying to restrict water on 500,000 acres or 500,000 acres of farmland right now, which they do everything. They do grain, they do potatoes, they do all sorts of stuff. And the guy broke down even on his little 182 acre lots of his farmland. He broke it down like that's basically 1 million French fries a year if he can't farm because he doesn't have water. That's 1 million of those McDonald's French fries packs that aren't going to be able to get made or sold because if there's no potatoes, there's no French fries. You know, just as an example.
Yep.
And the list goes on, so on and so forth. And doing that now, especially going into following up after we had supply crunch going on with the whole COVID-19 thing. Imagine having the whole COVID-19 thing, but we're the ones making the food for not just for, you know, like for instance, potatoes. I mean, we're kind of famous in this state for potatoes. Imagine all of a sudden potatoes, we have like almost a worldwide potato famine because, you know, 50% of the world's potatoes are no longer on the market because somebody cut off the water. So it's going to be a problem for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's not the only ridiculous thing you're seeing that they're doing in that type of towards the farmers. So it's a problem.
Yes, sir. But other than that, I freaking love this state. They call it Scenic Idaho for a reason. It's big sky country out here. You guys will see me do some scenic shorts here and there. It's just because it's a beautiful day. I put some music behind it, you know, just sharing with you guys just another beautiful scene out here in Idaho. And I wish I could show you guys something. I wish I could show you it. I'm working and developing with my my artist, my sister-in-law there, on a new logo for the channel. And I've seen not just the rough sketches, but the black and white. She's working on colorization right now. As soon as I get the final piece of that, it's scanned. I have the digital copy. I'm going to be sending out for stickers. I'm going to be sending out for poker chips. Maybe a couple other things. We'll see. And then, I'm very excited, man, on that. This has been ongoing and developing for months now. And she's
Cool.
finally had time to start working on it, and it's coming soon.
Cool. All right, we're gonna run this AppMex 1 ounce bar. This is the steal of the night right here, or at least one of them. Let me go back and change that.
You said that's a 1 ounce bar?
Yep.
Okay.
1 ounce, 3/9's fine. AppMex. Okay, $30. Go. One ounce, 3/9's fine. Still in its original packaging. AppMex, which stands for
Nice.
American Precious Metals Exchange. Did not know. And I heard, who was it? Just bought up some more of silver gold bull. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Who is it? It's right on the tip of my tongue too. ARK Precious Metals, which is like swallows up everything. He swallowed up some more silver gold bull, which is another precious metal supplier. So, yeah, it was Sal.
Wow.
Sal was talking about that. I think I seen that on his.
Nice. Good old Uncle Sal.
Yeah.
Love that guy. He's a pillar in the community.
Yeah, sure. He's awesome.
Oh, check this out.
Coffee.
Gotta have your coffee. Gotta have the coffee, man. That is my lifeblood. Here's one for you there, Sal. Get the slurp going.
Yeah, right.
I can't do it as good as Sal, obviously, but yeah.
When I went on his channel, I had my coffee there, and I was gonna do it, but I got too nervous. When he brought me on, I was gonna do a big slurp, but I thought I'm gonna mess it up, so I just bypassed it. But
you were on with Sal recently?
Well, not recently. It was a couple months ago.
Man, I missed that. I'm gonna have to go back and find that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It's we talked a little bit about osmium and he speaking of him being so cool, so I'll tell you the story. I don't know, somehow I had emailed him and talking about osmium and I was trying to get him on with ARK S.G.O with Ian.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, yeah, and we were both going to go up, but he said, I don't have I can only have one person on at a time. And I said, well, there's no need for me to be there. Just get Ian on. I'll set it up for you guys. And he's like, okay, cool. And then he emailed me later and said, well, why don't I have you on first so that, you can get your channel on here. And then I'll bring up him after I drop you off. And I was like, wow, what a nice gesture that was.
Yeah, he's a stand-up guy.
That's how I ended up on his channel, just his little introduction to Ian on how I came across him and whatnot. But yeah, and then we talked about osmium a bit, and Ian goes into it a bit deeper with him after I drop off. So.
Nice. Yeah, Ian is very knowledgeable. I like that guy.
Yeah, he's great. He's a great guy.
Now, speaking of osmium, what are your thoughts? I mean, are you getting into it? Or are you just like anything else, just get a little exposure? Or are you gonna go fall in? Or what's your perspective on it?
Yeah, we've got a little bit right down here. Actually, see that sparkling in the bottom there?
Oh, nice.
That's I might put that up a little bit later. So yeah, no, I'm looking to get another piece of it right now. The piece that I have bought. Hey, James Reel, welcome in. Good to see you. The piece that I have bought is at the jeweler's right now, and he's working on it. So it's not just at the jeweler's anymore. It's the first piece he's working on of ours, and he's working on mine. So I'm excited to get that piece back, which was it was the first double-sided piece that Ian had seen. And
Nice.
I gotta count this down. So I'm excited to get that back. And yeah, I want to get another piece before there's going to be a price increase, because they're not going to be putting out the amount that they originally thought they were. So I want to get in
Okay.
before that hits a little bit more if I can. I'm not sure. I'm trying to save up money, but we'll see if I get in any more or not. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I mean, I think you definitely need to start with silver and have a little gold if you can. But if you have a little bit of that and a little bit of, especially if you have a bit of platinum too, then and you've got room to branch out, then I would be all over it. Yes.
Nice. I don't know if I'm going to be jumping into crystallized osmium yet. I need to get a little more exposure on, like you said, the basics first.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I could definitely use a little more gold. I mean, can't we all? But I don't have any platinum at all. I was thinking about just getting a little bit of that right now. I think historically it's pretty low. I know freaking palladium is, but uh, as far as liquidity goes, I think I'm going to steer clear of palladium for now.
I would agree. I think platinum is the place to go right now. Now, palladium palladium was at like over 2,000 and platinum was a little over 1. And I said, if platinum gets down under 1,000, I'll buy, which I have, buy a little bit. And then I was expecting palladium to come down to 1,000 as well and platinum to go up. But platinum hasn't went up, but palladium did come down to 1,000 like I thought it would. So I'm not sure that it's a bad deal, but I would get into platinum before I got into palladium. I do have 1 gram actually of palladium, but I don't know.
Nice. You got me beat.
Well, I have it just to say that I have all 4 metals. And that's another thing that Sal did. I made a video about it was just an unboxing, I think, and he commented down below and said, "You got all 4 metals right there." And I didn't even realize it. Like, that should have been my title or something, but I didn't even know that I was showing all 4 metals. And he mentioned that to me. I was like, man, I got to pay more.
Now that you mention it.
Okay, so now we're going to try the Type 1 ASE. So if you don't have a good Type 1 ASE, this is a 2014 American Silver Eagle Type 1. Brand new capsule, BU.
That is with the heraldic eagle on the back.
Heraldic Eagle, indeed, the Type 1. And 2014.
Nice. Don't forget to change your title on the bottom there for what's on the screen, bud.
All right, thanks.
Might lead to some confusion.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know what's coming geopolitically coming down the road here. I have my own thoughts and theories on that, but I feel like there will be another dip, and that's when I'm going to back up the truck. But hopefully there's another dip. You never know. Something might throw a wrench in the gears, and then you're just sitting there going like, well, I wish I bought.
Right. It's dipping right now. It's down today, down to 20. I just looked. It's just about $29. So
Nice.
28.98. So we're at like 2 cents below 29. So that's a pretty good dip, really.
Yes, sir. It's so funny. Us stackers, anybody else like Wall Street guys, S&P 500 guys, they'll be like, "Oh no, it dipped. Oh my gosh!" But no, actual investors slash stackers, we're gonna be like, "Oh heck yeah, there's a dip. I'm buying more." Like, I mean, anyway with the brain in it, it's the whole. I forget who it was, Jamie Dimon or whatever. It's the principle of buy low, sell high. It's on sale right now. Let's get some.
For sure. Yeah, no,
funny how that works.
Yeah, I mean, once you and I it's good to cost average, but if also play the dips a little bit, just buy a bit more if you have it, and then you can always have a minimum that you're getting, but if it dips, then you can get in a little more, and it helps your cost average for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Buy rhodium when it falls below 1,000. Oh, no doubt.
I
No
mean,
doubt.
where's rhodium at right now? $4,500 an ounce for the.
Probably pretty. Says wait
That's
until.
not even the ask. That's the bid.
That's what I was wondering, Nickel. It's at about 1,000 now. You think down to 700 is good? I was kind of wondering what the low would be. I thought maybe 1,000, but 700 might be good too.
Honestly, I'd be happy with 900 because I know it's going to go up. I'm not worried about it. It's going to be a long-term stack for me, getting some platinum. So
Sure.
that's not. Yeah, you're not. Somebody asked me at work. I asked him. I was like, well, if I was gonna say, because he's a new stacker, he's thinking about stacking. And I said, well, if you had one question to ask on if you were on your live, what would you ask? He's like, well, how much money am I going to make? I was like, well, okay, well, all right, whoa, let's hit the brakes. You can't look at it as like an investment like that. You got to look at it as a long-term storage vehicle of your wealth. And I try to explain that to him. It's like, hey, you know you're going to get rich with it. You buy today and sell tomorrow, unless some miracle happens and you buy it at a very low dip and it skyrocketed tomorrow. You're almost guaranteed to lose money that way. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's okay. Yeah, I told him that you're going to buy and you're going to stack and store your wealth. They act like a savings account. You want to try to do a minimum 3 years on it, if not 10 or 20. He's like, oh, you got a point there. I was like, okay. So.
Yep. Yeah, it's just a savings account, and with the inflation going the way it is, you can look at it as it pays a little bit of interest because, I mean, it's if it goes down, obviously it's not, but it's been a steady appreciation. I expect that to actually increase. I mean, I wouldn't argue that it can't dip, for a little bit, but
Absolutely.
I definitely think it's yet to catch up to inflation. I think we're going to see some pretty good upwards moves coming up. So and just continue. Sadly, I mean, it'll probably jump and then kind of slow for a while, but after a while, it's going to jump again the way things are going. So.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I also explained to him, was like, well, the silver, the precious metals are basically a mirror, a reflection of how the U.S. dollar is doing. If gold and silver are low, the U.S. dollar is doing great. If gold and silver are high, it's not doing so great. So I had to break it down for him like that as well.
Yep.
And as far as like long-term investment goes and the percentages and returns, like you're saying, that goes. I was trying to talk Miss Brooke Stacker into it. She's a tough nut to crack, let me tell you. she's not on board with the metals, like not in bulk, like kind of like us stackers think.
Sure,
but
it would take a minute unless you see it like with your own eyes. It would definitely take some convincing. I mean, I can understand.
Exactly. So she's a advocate of Apple products or whatever. I was like, all right, let's go. Let's talk to Siri about this, And she asked the question, is gold and silver a good investment, or should I spend some money on it? What would it be long term? It's like, and it broke down a short history. It's like gold historically over the last 100 years, historically gold's gone up on average 4.5% annually, and silver's gone up on average over the last 100 years 3.5% annually. And then I was like, well, there you go, honey. You got a savings account that does at least 3.5% or 4%. She's like, no. I was like, well, there you go. If you're gonna have savings account, that's the way to go.
Yep.
So, I mean, just like Sal said, you could take any 2 points in history for the metals or any other stock for that matter. You can look at the very low and the very high and make it look either really good or really bad. What you need to do, and when in doubt, zoom out, look at a long-term chart.
For sure. Hambone, good to see you, bud. Yeah. All right, we're gonna throw up a Engelhard. Got a bit of toning on this one.
Nice.
We got the capital EMC. If that's for EMC squared or just EMC, and we got some toning there going.
Nice toner.
Nice little toner. Gonna set that up. 3 minutes. 3/9's fine. 1 ounce bar. Engelhard. Go.
Yeah, those are always a sound product. They usually fly off the shelf. I don't know what it is about Engelhard. It's just everybody loves them, man. It's about as liquid as a freaking eagle.
Yeah, they got a good name. name going for him. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't know if Dub C is in here any longer, but he was saying what year these, like, oh, that's Engelhard from about 82. I'm like, oh my goodness, you know your Engelhard years that well to know that bar like that. That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty impressive indeed. Like I'm not really big into bars and the generics. I really need to get into those because everything I've been getting. So example, like this guy right here, the Saint Helena items. These are just ones I love, and I'd be heartbroken to separate with that. But I'm really bad about putting stuff into the stack that I'm not really in love with, so I could just part with it later. You know, just gonna cash in, cash out, if you will. If there's like a big spike in price, but everything I have, man, it's super likable. Usually has a numismatic value to it, so usually those are a little bit slower to move if you're going to be trying to get all your premium back out of it.
Yep.
I really need to start thinking about putting some generics in the stack for offloading in that scenario.
For sure. It's a good idea. Tiger was just we just had a conversation about that. And yeah, he was saying the same thing. And I agree. I mean, I was gonna open that Liberty. I gotta open these packages from Liberty Bleeds and just
Oh, nice. Got unboxings. Love unboxings.
Yeah, you got to have something so that you don't have to sell your best piece and then have to rebuy it back at a high expensive price, you know? Because
exactly.
you don't want to be forced to sell, because then you're in a position where you might have to take a low ball. And, but then when you want it back, someone probably doesn't have to sell. So then now you have to buy it back at full premium. So you definitely
right
situations like that.
What do we call that? We call those the deep stack items. You really don't want to be dipping into the deep stack items. The other ones, generic Buffalo rounds and stuff like that. That takes the emotion out of buying and selling.
Yes, indeed. Yep, just like that AppMex bar I just threw up a little bit. 210 stacks, welcome in. Like that AppMex bar, that is a perfect burner for me. And that's why I put it at like $30. You can just
likewise, yeah, that'd be a good one for that.
Can't go wrong there.
Yes. Speaking of melting and pouring and stuff from we were talking earlier, I really want to get some more silver shot, and I want to start playing around. But have you seen prices on shot lately versus just generic buffaloes? You can get generic buffaloes cheaper right now.
Oh yeah,
it's insane.
There's a little bit. I've looked into that. I thought you could maybe get it quite a bit cheaper, but not so when it comes to just bullion rounds or bars, especially. John Camper, welcome in. Good to see you. Indeed. All right, we got no bid on this Engelhard toner at $35.02.
Man, that is a good price for an Engelhard. Really is.
And we got no bid in one at $35. All right, I'm gonna throw one more up and then unbox while we're doing that. Let's see. Let's put something dirty up there.
I love that custom stand you have right there, by the way. I need to do something like that.
Yeah, that's a hand tail. Let's see here. Where am I at? This guy here is all my hand cut dovetails. So
nice.
Yeah, I like dabbling with the wood when I get a chance with some hand tools. If you don't.
Oh, so you made that?
Yeah.
What? No way. That's nice, man. That's really good craftsmanship.
I made it out of this big thick block, and I actually only used hand tools. Even I had to use a handsaw to cut, and then whittled my boards down and make boards out of them. Yeah, I did it all old school. No, it was kind
nice.
I don't have that type of time now. I'm trying to build one with my son actually, but I haven't got it. All right, this is Allegories, Polania, and Germania. little bit.
That is a very nice one. I actually have one of those. Those are extremely nice. Very good details.
For sure. Yeah.
I can never get my camera to pick up that round rim around the outside where all the writing is. There's that texture going on through there. I can never pick that up on my camera.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's get this right side up here. Germania 2022. Guess that's their coat of arms there. Is that double-headed eagle and a boar?
Looks like it, yeah.
5 marks.
Yeah, the fantasy round. I guess there's no marks anymore. Because of that, that's technically a round and not a coin.
This is not a coin. It's a.
Yeah, there's no such thing as marks anymore. I believe Germany's on the euro. So, but yes, the Germania Mint, they do make coins. What is it? The eagle and the snake there, the golden eagle coin for Malta.
Okay.
That's in €5. That's an actual coin, and they did that very first year, 2023, and then again, I heard they're releasing that again for 2024.
Okay, cool. I didn't even know that. I thought that was a coin, so that's good.
Likewise. I was very shocked myself when I heard that. I was like, oh yeah, I guess they haven't been on that for a long time.
I also thought I had this. Give me a second. Hold on.
Absolutely exquisite pieces, man. That Germania mint is. I'll probably say this right now. That is my favorite mint out there. They're just attention to details, top shelf. It really is.
Mm-hmm. Come on, Germania. Germania. Where are the others? All right, so $50, 2022 allegories, Pauline and Germania, Polonia, and Germania. And I got it. Oh, it's not a coin. I was gonna redo that, so it's not a coin. Let me see. Let me just redo that. Cool. Delito.
That's cool. You do the woodworking, man. I like that. You ever tried doing like cutting boards, chessboards, any board items, or?
I have not. I would love to do a chessboard. In fact, I think Tuli was working on chess pieces, and I was thinking, man, I should make a nice chessboard and fill it with gold chess pieces on one side and silver. Wouldn't that be a goal? Wow. Can you imagine how pricey that would be? Pouring. You could maybe if you made them real small pieces. Something.
That's right. Yeah, the I've been using a 3D printer pen, making some really rudimentary chess piece designs. I have a few more to make still, and then after that, I'm gonna get some Delft clay and pour them all out of copper, and have and each. I did the math about the size of them. It's probably going to be 2 ounces of copper per chess piece, so it's going to be a heavy boy.
Nice. Hey, welcome in, Southeast Stacker. Good to see you.
Southeast in the house. Anybody I missed? Let me go check the comments here. Anybody I missed? I apologized.
Yeah, we got Broke over there on his cell phone with no way to see what's going on. So
it's hard to go back and forth. It really is. Hey, Joseph Lopez, welcome in, bud. Didn't see you there.
With me, Blistering Barnacles. Thanks for hanging out with us. I think the dice look cool. Let's see, dice.
210 in here. Nice. Good to see everybody. I couldn't even tell you how many people are in the chat, man. This it kind of limits you when you're on the StreamYard looking in the chat.
For sure. Yeah.
Don't forget to hit that like, everybody.
Oh yeah, if we get over 30 likes, guys, we'll pull one from the treasure chest auction off. So I haven't looked at the likes, but if we get over 30, I'll check in a little bit. Blistering Barnacles, yeah. I like there's some good dice out there, and I just actually Ian at ARK Silver Gold Osmium, he just flew over to the Osmium Institute in Germany, and he took a pair of dice that they had made, and they put that little piece of osmium I held up earlier. They used the little osmium rounds for the for the numbers on the die, and they drilled it into the die. And oh man, if that is not the nicest looking set of dice.
Man, that would look really nice. You imagine a solid gold dice with osmium in the pegs. They're for the numbers, if you will.
That's what they did. And not only would that just be amazing, however, like the die itself was extremely well cut and made, and I don't know if it was poured or how they got that nice a dice, but they're almost as nice as there's a set that came from a mint that I can't remember off the top of my head, but they have a nice set like manufactured as well. But I mean, this was impressive. I was really impressed with it. They did a good job.
Nice.
I'm probably past time on this. No, quite. Most.
And those allegories really are nice. I screwed up. I didn't. What was the latest one they just came out with the bear and and she's holding the axe with whoever it is? I totally dropped the ball on that, and I was gonna order it, but then it was all sold out everywhere. So yeah, these go quick, guys. If you don't get them the year of release, then you're gonna be paying way higher premiums when they come out later, or when you're available later.
So everybody probably knows this envelope. This is from Liberty Bleed Silver. This little package. We'll jump into this in a second. All right, let's see. Let's count this piece down. This is a beautiful piece, a little high-priced piece, I understand, guys, but I like to throw a little bit of cheap, a little mid, and a little high, and you can pick as you choose. We got no bid in 3, $50 on this Allegories Germania Mint. No bid in 3. Thanks for hanging out, TheBee. Appreciate you. Yeah, and definitely, if anybody doesn't know TheBee, go. That's one of the more. He's up there and with the most knowledgeable people I know on many different topics when it comes to the metals. So definitely go check out TheBee Coins and Precious Metals.
I don't even think I'm subscribed to him. I got to get over there and sub on him.
He is.
If I had a way to put his link in the chat, I would. I apologize. I'm not a very good moderator.
No worries. Yeah, we should.
By the way, you have like one of the best logos out there, LLC. Like that is really just top notch. I freaking love that thing. That the bee.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, especially since I got that pour. Well, your pour I love, which is right here. I should show. So this right here is Broke's first silver pour, and it was your third take with the same amount of silver. I tried to see your first one. He didn't even give me a chance.
Yeah, I apologize. When I get into my work, I really get into it. Sometimes I get tunnel vision.
I was hollering at him in the chat, and he just starts pounding on it.
That was torture. I apologize.
It's good because you ended up, and it's a very nice piece. It was really, really nice, and so I'm quite proud to have a Broke Stacker #1 silver piece here. Greatly appreciate.
Yeah, there's not very many #1s out there. Let me tell you, that's definitely a first of a first right there.
That's too cool. All right, no bid on that, and this.
So where did the whole bee start?
So yeah, oh yeah, and then I didn't finish my story. Yeah, and then so the day I started my channel, I had my B logo already, and that night I went to the Silver Stacker. He's one of my first auction people. Spectacular was my first auction that I found online, which I enjoyed as well. He kind of slowed down, and the Silver Stacker came on the scene. And I went to his auction that night, and he happened to have this bee, which is awesome because my logo kind of stems from an Ionia bee, which is an ancient coin, an ancient Greek coin, but it's amazingly it's fairly close to look like this. So I was really happy to be able to buy that at his auction, and it's been repping the channel well.
Nice.
So, but yeah, so the bee, it just I was looking for something that, for, like I say, I was into ancient coins, and I thought that would work well, and I kind of like how, that's kind of what we're doing. We're going out there and we're finding what I think is good. It's silver and gold and precious metals, and I'm bringing it back and storing it, and it's something that lasts for generations. And same as honey, they pulled honey from the tombs, and it was still edible from the Egyptian tombs.
Oh yeah.
And so I just think that's kind of, we're busy running around working hard, and we're getting our precious metals to store up for sustenance, and it's the, you can see that in the bee, and yeah, a few different reasons, but that was the basis of it. Okay, so we're getting this from LBS. Look at this packaging. Nice packaging. Liberty Bleeds.
Nice.
Thank you, Southeast Stacker. Smash the like button. Yeah, Southeast, how many likes do I have? If I get over 30 likes today, I'll pull a coin from the treasure chest up here, which would be out of my deep stack. It's kind of my deep stack. So let's see what we got from LBS here. It's a cool sticker. I should probably pull that open. Nice little packaging. Double, triple package. Okay, so you guys are getting to witness this. My package, my other package that was supposed to be here for this auction didn't arrive yet. So I'm opening my Liberty Bleed Silver auction wins, and before they make it to the deep stack, you guys are going to get a chance at them here. So otherwise, these are probably going to go into my deep stack. So if you really like what you see, you're lucking out today that I happen to be doing a mail unboxing on these in my auction.
That is cool.
Let's throw this up here.
I need to get some 5-ounce bars. I don't have any. I have 10s. I have 1s. I got a couple oddball size ones, but I don't have any 5-ounce bars.
And notice LBS put a tab on the tape. I do that as well with my packages. So if you see that you're having trouble with tape, look around. There might be a tab that helps you out with that. I like to do that as well. Thank you, Liberty Bleeds.
Nice. Yeah, you have really good packaging, by the way, there, LLC.
Why, thank you. LBS is doing a pretty good job here himself. All right, so yeah, and then we have another 5-ouncer from what do you call them? Germania. Another beautiful Germania option. Southeast says 20. Thank you, Southeast. All right. One last thing here. We'll get going on another item. Oh, I remember there was something I thought you guys really might like in here too. Oh, look at this little baggie. Liberty Bleed Silver is impressive with how he can. He's just a very artistic guy on his channel. Like, he makes videos interesting that, wouldn't be interesting if it wasn't for his ingenuity. So I'm,
Right. It's his perspective. I like how we all see things differently, and
yep,
he has an interesting perspective on things.
yep. We'll throw this up for you guys if anybody needs a Britannia. I don't
I
know.
love Britannias.
Remember ordering that Britannia. Oh yeah, and he's got this awesome magnet. Be calm and buzz on. Thanks, LBS. Appreciate you.
Oh, that's cool.
And oh yeah, I remember this one. We'll throw this up as well. This is a 1 troy ounce. It's got the little Morgan on there, Morgan bar.
Nice. Is that a Sunshine Mint, or does it not say on that one?
MM for, so I'm not sure, but it says MM, so probably not.
Maybe Monument Metals. I'm not sure on that one.
Yep. Okay, here's what I was looking for. So these are really, really fun little 1 grammers. And they got a little dragons on them. And 10 grams, that's what they are, 10 grams.
10 grams. I say that's a big 1 gram.
All right, so let's get these out of the way here. And I don't know. Check my letter here. Oh, we got some stickers. Thanks, Liberty.
Yeah, I have yet to get him on my board. He has not sent me a sticker yet. I'm surprised, but it's cool.
Oh,
I'll
cool.
get him. I'll get him later. He's gonna get a poker chip when I get him.
Got my prices that I paid for them. Minus shipping. So let me see what I did on that. I tell you, Prezio. So whatever. Let's see. Ital Prezioso. 150. So let's put her up at 155. OC Stacker, welcome in. Good to see you.
Hey, OC, what's going on, buddy?
All right, we're gonna go with this. Typed in. All right.
I think I just saw a reference to a Liberty Bleeds video. He was saying what's in his pocket. I think it was Southeast today. As it Liberty Bleeds doing another one of those challenges of hey, what's in your pocket? I think is what it was.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
Neither did I. The first thing I heard of it was Southeast there. Southeast said, "What's in your pocket?" there, in reference to Liberty Bleeds.
All right, we got, and it also has a serial number of GL83114. And we're gonna go with 155.
Do you carry a pocket piece with you, LLC?
I have 4 that I walk around the house and toss around and the kids play with. So I have 4 pieces that I'm always handling and whatnot. And what's cool is since I've got them, this is them right here. I'm always just playing with them and whatnot. But they don't tone up when you're always handling them. I thought, oh, they'll be out. This is like I bought them new and it's like a 2021 or whatever they are.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had them out this whole time and they don't tone when you're constantly handling them.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna put up this Ital Prezioso 5-ounce bar, fresh from the unboxing. Liberty Bleed Silver. From Liberty Bleed Silver to Long Live Coins, maybe to you. Go.
5-ouncer.
Yeah, it's nice. I like these little Preziosos.
And how much you're asking? You said 155
150.
for starting?
Yep, 155.
Man, where spots at? That's dirt cheap.
Yep. I paid 150 for it, so plus I had to ship
Yeah,
it.
that's
I can't lose.
yeah. Can't lose on that one, man. That's a winning proposition right there. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, this would be going into my deep stack just because I had to come up with something for this in between my packages. Thought I'd give you guys a shot at it.
Like even where spots at today, I didn't look at spot today, but even if you just got 5 ounces at spot right now, you're talking what 148, 149. So that's a ridiculously low premium.
Yeah.
Very generous of you.
Yeah, thank you. So let's so you're in Idaho. What else do you do? What do you have going on? What's your main, I mean, I know
Well,
you pour in your off time and you work with copper, and I think those wristbands, I got to go back. I didn't see it completed, but I seen you working on it. I think that's a pretty sweet there it is. I think that I kind of like that. Have you thought about doing that with silver?
oh, I have. Yes, it's going to be quite chunk. This one is super chunky, and I love it personally. It's almost like going back to like a Viking age.
Yeah.
This one's kind of a constant reminder. There's some cracking going on here and there, but honestly, I think it gives it more character on this one. But this is my personal one. The future ones, unless somebody asks me on a specific order to not anneal, I will be doing some annealing. Basically, apply a heat, expand the metal out, apply heat, expand the metal out. It's a longer process that way, but it's the way to prevent the cracking when you're making these. And the next ones I do probably won't be this chunky. So this one is like 3.5 ounces of copper, and it is heavy. I don't even notice it anymore. I've been wearing it pretty much every day since I finished it. And Mrs. Brooke Stacker, she's not wearing hers because she says it's too chunky. And well, she is a lady, so I think I will be in the future either auctioning that off or maybe do it in a giveaway. Like if we hit 1,000 subscribers, maybe I'll include it on a giveaway there. But that one is number one. It's the very first one I made is hers. That one's closer to like 2.5, 3 ounces. I haven't weighed any of these since I started pounding on them. I'm sure as you pound on them, you lose material, you lose a little bit of weight. This one started off before I started pounding on it, just as a raw ingot was, I think 3.66 ounces, about the same as that silver round that you have there of mine. So, but yeah, these do take some time. They are considerably time consuming, but they're fun to do. I love working the metal. And
Yeah.
I plan on doing a lot more.
Cool. So I kind of like that. I flipped over. LLC rules.
Nice. Love that guy.
He made a little tab on that tape so you can grab it. See how nice that is.
Very thoughtful. Very considerate.
Stay shiny. 24. Thanks, LBS. All right, we're going to count this bar down, going into the deep stack. Hey, Silver Boy Blues, good to see you. Welcome in. We've got an Ital Prezioso that I'm going to count down here. We've got a no bid at 155. I'll give you a look at it here before I pull it away. So I just unboxed this from Liberty Bleed Silver. And I threw it up to see if anybody wanted it before it goes to my deep stack, because it may not come back out once it goes in for quite a while. All right, so I'm going to count this down. There's your number down there, serial number, GL83114. And we've got no bid at 155 in 3.
Man, if I had that, I'd be bidding on that right now. I don't get paid till Friday, man.
Well, maybe next time. There's always more
Next time.
to drool over for sure. That's why if you just start stacking, pretty soon you have a bunch
It
of
adds up.
stuff, man.
It does add up. You got to stay consistent. At least, I don't care if you're buying a dime a week or 100 ounces a week. If you just stay consistent and continuously do it throughout the year, you'll have something to show for it at the end. I guarantee it.
Yep. Yep. I was shocked when I started off. I remember thinking, I wonder if I could end up. My friend had a 10-ounce bar, and I was thinking, man, could I ever end up with a 10-ounce bar? Now years later, it's kind of funny thinking that I thought that, but it seems so. Of course, I had debt at the time too, so that's that makes a difference as well. But it seems so hard. Like you feel broke at the time, so you're like, how could you constantly, you don't get a big amount of, doesn't seem possible. But just once you start, it's like you'd be blown away that before long you're like, wow, I got a nice little stack here. You do better than you would think you'd do.
That's right. Looking back, I kind of regret not biting the bullet on a larger purchase. Uh, at the time when I first started stacking, I could have got a kilo bar. I don't even remember what the bar was. It was a kilogram of bar, 32 ounces or whatever it is, for $6.75. If you look at kilo bars lately, they're closer to 1,000, if not more, right now.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, I got in. I got in. There was a period where it hit like $12, but you couldn't buy it for, but 15, 16 when it was at 12. But when I started buying, it was around $15 an ounce. Was kind of I bought at 14 before.
Nice.
Yeah,
you started a lot earlier than I did. I only started stacking in 2021, I believe. I started really getting into it there.
Sure, yeah. Well, it's a good time to start for sure. All right, let me enter this one in here. We have another Germania bar, but this is just a cast bar. Germania. And I'm guessing this is probably a vacuum cast bar. Does anybody have any input on that? Would you call this a cast or is this a vacuum cast? My guess is this is vacuum cast.
Interesting. I've never seen a vacuum cast before.
I believe that's what you're looking at. I know that, well, I'll show you in a little bit. I know I have one that is, but I think it's kind of a nice new machine some manufacturers are using. 5 ounce.
I remember one of my very first jobs, I worked at a locomotive fuel pump plant, and we did use a vacuum chamber to get all the epoxy, the air bubbles out of epoxy when we poured epoxy over some electrical components. But other than that, I've never thought about doing a vacuum cast on a pour. That's interesting.
What did you do a vacuum cast on? I'm sorry.
Oh, electronic components. They sealed them in like a circuit board. They sealed it in epoxy, but to ensure there's no air bubbles and no like hot spots, if you will, they as soon as we poured it, we put them in a vacuum chamber, and it sucked all the air bubbles out of the epoxy.
I see. Hey, Chef Stacker, good to see you. All right, 5 ounce. Oh, I didn't. My bad. Hold on.
That's Silver Boy Blues, Chef Stacker. What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming in.
Germania Mint 5 ounce. Serial number B33209. This is a 4 nines fine bar, guys. Not 3 nines, 4 nines. I think it's a vacuum cast 5 ounce bar from Germania Mint. 3 minutes on it. $165. Beautiful price on that bar.
Nice. Don't forget to change it under in your description there. You still got
Thank you.
the Italia. There it goes. There it goes. Sweet.
Thank you. Thank you. These are nice little tin grammars too. Okay, but up next we got to put up our. We're gonna try our midpoint where we're gonna switch things up here a little bit and put up an ancient coin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, good to see a chef, Silverboy Blues.
So you started stacking a while ago. When did you start DJing?
Quite a while before that, like 99, 90, into 98, 99, beginning of 99.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because say you got some fantastic equipment there. I figured you were seasoned.
Yeah, it's been I been in it for quite a while and had kids, and that really slowed things down, married and kids, and but you know, I couldn't keep out of the vinyl completely, so and
Nice.
I still dibble dabble.
Yeah, I don't play the radio so much. I do play the guitar, but I need to start picking that thing up more. I've been between work and doing the channel and working at the house and all that. I'm putting in 110, 120 hours a week right now.
What are you doing there?
What's that?
What are you doing? What's your can you tell us what you do during all that time, or is that
Oh, well,
oh,
if I'm not sleeping for that 40 hours a week, I'll probably I got 5 acres here in Idaho, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of work. If you guys don't own property, property is work. So
sure.
you got to maintain your property, and then as far as occupation goes, for right now, I work construction, but for right now, I'm working for the Navy in the desert. That's about all I could say on that.
Wow.
I know it sounds like an oxymoron, just like the broke stacker. Well, it seems to be a going theme of my life with the oxymorons. So, but yeah, the I do that, and then I'm working that probably 40 to 70 hours a week every week, and then going to and from. I have a lot of road time here and there too, so that's where the whole driving with broke comes from. I was like, where can what can I do with this? How can I better utilize my time?
Yeah,
So try to get you guys some of those.
that's a great time to like. For me, when I used to drive an hour. I lived I'd work in town, and when we lived an hour out of town. So like by the time you get out of Denver, then you have another hour to go on the highway before we would get home. So I spent a lot of time on the road too, and it's for some reason it's a good time to go through thoughts in your head. I'm usually listening to music, and seems like I had a lot of good thought process whilst driving. So it's probably a good time to put up a video.
Oh yeah, it's a good time to reflect on what's not only what's going on in your life, but what's going on in general. Sometimes you just have these thoughts that pop in your head. It's almost like an epiphany moment at times. And I try to share those with you guys.
Cool. No, yeah, that's awesome.
I have some more ideas on filming I want to do. I don't know if I'll do one on the Brook Stacker channel. I thought about doing an offshoot for it, but I have a classic car that I want to start working on and get going and start driving again. But again, I'm putting all these hours in with everything else. Keeps getting put on the wayside. It's been in the garage under a cover on jack stands. So
what is it?
it is a 69 Plymouth Fury 3 with the 383 big block 2-door. So it's a rare item. That year in itself was kind of rare because it was 6 inches wider than all the other years of Furies. It was more family orientated, so they give you more bench seats in there. It was weird. They put, instead of on the right hand side of your steering column, on the dash all the way to the left, like in the corner of the car, away from the kids, they put the ignition over there. So that's where you put your key in. It's a very unique car, and it runs like a rake ape. Let me tell you, when it's running right, that big block in it. But yeah, it's having issues with the engine. I don't know if it's 130 or 30,000 original miles on it, or 230,000 miles on it. I'm gonna pull the engine, rebuild it. I have a lot of different ideas of what I'm going to do with the car, but the car is very clean, very straight. It has been painted, and it's painted back to, everything's been put back to original. The interior is pretty much all brand new, put back to close to original. There's a couple things the interior guys missed. I might address later, but we'll see. And then yeah, I just want to get out and drive the thing. I just remember it floats like a magic carpet. It's the smoothest riding down the road car I've ever been in my whole life, and I wanted to start driving that thing again. Gas mileage be damned.
Sure.
But yeah, there's a long history on that car. Like I said, I could probably make a whole channel just on doing that car, but maybe I'll just include it in the Broke Stacker channel and share that with you guys. That'll be, if not this summer, it'll probably be next summer.
Nice. Yeah, you kind of wonder sometimes what to include on your channel and what you should just make a different channel for. I kind of have those.
Yeah, there's just so much that'll go into it already. It's going to be, like I said, I could probably start its own channel just on that alone. I'm a seasoned mechanic myself. I've been turning wrenches since I was 8 years old. So and I was in the industry there for about 10 years. I went to college. I have an associate's degree in automotive technology. So I don't do anything with it anymore, except for working and maintaining on my own vehicles. But yeah, I'm pretty seasoned as a mechanic, so it's nothing I can't really handle. It's just finding the time for it.
Very cool. All right, here, let's see if I can do this.
Looks like Pop joined us there in the chat. Welcome in, Pop.
Hey, Pop. I don't believe I've seen you. Welcome into the Beehive. Good to have you. We're going to get some coins up here in a minute. Hang with me for 1 second. I'm going to...
Yeah, that's me there, UFO, no joke. Welcome in. That is me.
do one of these.
Can anybody put in the chat? Me and Osir are having trouble seeing how many likes we have on the video right now. Could someone put it in the chat how many likes we're at right now?
Thank you. Right. So, let's see if I can zoom in here on this piece. Woo-cha. All right. So, this is a Lucania Metapontum, and this coin was minted in 330 to 335 BC. So this is 2,350 plus year old coin here.
Nice.
It's a nomos, which is 7.84 grams of silver. And it's the veiled head of the goddess Demeter with a wreath of grain, earrings, and a necklace. And then on the back here, what we're looking at now is a barley ear and a leaf coming up off the barley ear with a mouse on it, and the phi symbol below that. So
nice. Can we zoom in on that a little bit?
Yep. So this is a Greek coin, and I'm not sure if I can get might have to just do this anyway.
Everybody's saying we got 24 likes in the chat.
24
Oh,
likes.
hey, Cranky Stacker's here. What's going
Hey,
on, Cranky?
good to see you. Yeah, if we get over 30 likes, we'll pull something out of the Beehive's treasure chest here, out of the deep stack. So get a few more likes, we'll auction something off out of the treasure chest there. So yeah, so this is, let me try to zoom in here, get a little better angle, better lighting. So grab my pointer. Oh. Okay, so yeah, so here we have our barley ear, obviously. Pretty, I think it's a pretty good strike. You can see all the little, on a ear of grain, they have all those little prickly barbs coming off, and you can see those in this example pretty well. So it's a pretty good strike there. Here on the side, we have coming off the edge a little bit, so some of the word is off the flange, I guess you would say, but it's a META for meta. This is a Metapontum coin. It comes from Metapontum, was a town just would be at the bottom of now Italy, and that's where this coin was minted. And so you have this barley ear, and up off the leaf there, you have a mouse sitting on the end of that leaf. And then right below that, you have this phi sign, like in Greek lettering, delta phi. So it's like an O with a line through it. And
Nice.
and then on this side, we have Demeter, which was like the goddess of agriculture and sustenance and stuff like that, from what I gathered. And it's
That's
got
a beautiful piece.
it's got some really impressive uh, detail here. So we have her earrings, obviously, are quite beautiful, and hair wreath with some drapery on it, whatever you would call that. And again, you can see the wreath here. I guess it was like ears from I can't remember what plant it was from, but a vegetative wreath of some sort, I guess. And she's got little if you see along her hairline there, you can see little fine curls of hair coming down onto her forehead there, and the detail in her eyes, her hair, and there's a little bit of toning back here on the back side of her neck there. It's really pretty in the right light, kind of hard in this light, but so yeah.
I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that that's held up over this many years, or the fact that they were able to get that find the details on a coin like over 2,000 years ago.
Indeed. So I'm gonna put this up. We're gonna run that at 1,200 until the end of the night. You can buy it now for $1,200, and we will put it up for auction at the very end with a reduced price. So if you want to wait for that, hang out till the end, or if you want it before anybody gets a chance at it, you can have it now. Let me get that typed in.
Yeah, that's a beautiful piece. If you guys are getting into ancients, that'd be a great first ancient coin to have.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful coin. And yeah, I'm not really anxious to get rid of it, because it'll be hard for me to find another one, I think, in this good a condition.
That's
But
probably the best condition ancient coin I've ever seen in that condition, anyways.
yeah, it's a nice example. 330 to 335. You see 7.84 grams of silver, and the silver content from the BC silver coins is actually quite high. So you're looking at probably 98+% pure silver there.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it, back then, they barely invented soap. I mean, the fact that they can do that with silver back then is pretty impressive.
Well, see, that's the thing. And the other thing is one of the best ways to tell if I'm going to delete that too now. One of the best ways to tell if your coin is legitimate is to weigh it. So like their weights were spot on as well. So yeah, they had a high purity silver already at that time, and accurate weights and beautiful art in some of the coins. Some of it is really bad art, but you know not to buy that. Like this is a beautiful conditioned coin. Still even has bits of luster to it, in great shape, and it's got good art. So that's what I look for in ancients. Okay, so oh no, sorry guys. Usually I have this already all printed out in my log, and I didn't. So it's taking me a minute here, and I just deleted it. So yeah, so tell us about your silver pouring experience. What did you think about the silver when you were pouring it?
Well, as you guys know, I started my pouring adventures on copper because, I'm broke. So it's a little easier on the budget, especially if you lose some material or burn it, or I wanted to walk before I ran, but it's funny that it's harder to pour copper. So you're starting off by running as far as the ability to pour the material. So I started off with the hardest one, which ironically is the cheaper one, and going over to copper. I'm sorry, from copper to silver. It's different. I wouldn't say it's a lot easier yet because I haven't done enough of it, but it is a little bit easier. It melts down a lot faster than copper because you don't need as high as a temperature. And honestly, I like the way it pours. It's very much more liquid. There's got to be a fine line for what temperature you can pour that, where it's just too liquidy, where you pour it into the mold. Where's my hand? There it is. You pour it into the mold, and if it's too liquidy, it can just start bouncing out like if you're pouring a glass of water and you just have drops going everywhere. There's probably a fine line on temperature where you want to go, and I haven't got to play with that enough to find that on silver yet, but I know about where I want to be on copper after playing with that so much. So it's just one of those things that practice makes perfect, and depending on your ambient temperatures and a lot of different other factors is going to determine on what your final results are going to be. So there's many different ways to get to the same conclusion, or just having a different product out there. I kind of just stumbled upon how mine kind of come out with copper, and I hope to find a similar uniqueness when I start doing more and more silver.
No doubt, that would be. Let me know how that goes, because yeah, it's interesting. I've heard that it's kind of fun to go from copper to silver and see the differences, and I hear it's more enjoyable. But yeah, obviously I don't know. Okay, so yeah, at any time you want that ancient coin, you can just type in "buy it now ancient," and that will be yours at $1,200. Again, if you need a payment plan, I do payment plans out to 4 months. You can split that into 4 payments, and I'll send it when I get the last payment. And we'll also put that up at a little bit of a reduced price at the end of the auction.
Nice.
Okay, but let's get back to the regularly scheduled program. Okay, and we still have the Buy It Now special with the Silverback gorillas. Anybody is interested in a silverback gorilla, buy it now special at $37. Just type buy it now and special. And let's get our next item up here. Let's go with a kookaburra. Everybody knows what the kookaburra looks like, I'm sure. Freaking awesome. Welcome in. Good to see you.
Yeah, welcome in, freaking awesome. They're saying we have 31 likes now.
Okay, we'll have to go into the deep stack too. Thanks, guys.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you for sharing that with us, sir. Freaking awesome. That is good to know. You guys are just knocking it out of the park. Thank you.
That is freaking awesome. Okay. I know I have it here somewhere. Come on now. The kookaburra. There you go. Thanks, Joseph. All right, here we go on the kookaburra.
That looks like a 2024, right?
Yep.
Nice. Kind of the talk of the town with the snake on it, as far as kookaburras go.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's a nice one. There's a lot of people like the kookaburras, and there is some really cool designs, I must admit. Firth Mint does a lot of good work.
They do. They are very good. As far as the kangaroos go, I heard they had some milk spotting issues, but as far as I haven't heard that about the kookaburras or the koalas or anything like that. It's usually just the kangaroos, at least the earlier ones that had the milk spotting issue. I wish the Canadian Royal Mint would share with all the other Royal Mints the the mint shield technology that they have to get rid of the milk spots. That would make the world a better place, in my opinion.
Yeah, yep, yeah. Milk spots are no fun indeed. It seems like they're getting a pretty good hang of it nowadays, though. I haven't seen too much of it. There was a spell there when I was first stacking. That was just the thing, and like 2018, there was a lot of milk spotting going on. But it seems like it's a little better nowadays, from my experience. What were you seeing it on?
Britannia is like for one, and so the only what would you say, Charles Britannia I have on where Charles is on the outburst. I ordered one just to add to the collection. I just threw it in my cart with other things on a purchase, and when I got it, man, that's the most milk spotted coin I got. It's a 2023, I believe. And it's like, man, I might not be ordering any more of these for a while. So
right.
I have many other Britannias with a queen on them. That's pretty much every other Britannia I have. I got at least a whole tube of those, but
which one is this?
not many milk spots on the queens. But it's almost like
Britannia,
because he's not exactly loved in the UK, at least, but especially coming in as the king, he wasn't beloved like the queen there, and for reasons, and it's almost like they just tried to milk spot this coin, man. I mean, it's like at least 80% of the coin is brand new, already milk spotted. I was like, man.
I got
so I was like,
Lou's asking me a question here. He says, "Did you get that ancient from Aaron, by the way, along with coins? How do you go about getting that one graded? The Athenian owl you had sold me is already in a holder." Yes. So the coin you bought off me was purchased from APMEX. Is where I purchased that coin, and that's kind of what drove me to Aaron. And so, for those of you who don't know, I have Aaron Burke, who works at pretty much probably is going to be. I mean, he now runs pretty much HJB in Chicago, and this is his ancient coin book back here, his father's, and so they're world renowned for ancient coins and their knowledge on them. And I'm going to be having Aaron Burke on here Friday of this week.
cool.
Yeah, Friday at noon Mountain Standard. It's 1 p.m. Chicago time. I'm going to be having Aaron on, and we're going to be talking about ancient coins. So yeah, bring your questions on ancients this Friday. I'd love to see you in here. I'm really lucky to have him on my channel, so I'd love to have you guys here to support that. That would be great. Yeah, Silver Boy Blues. Yeah, that one I got that was before I had met Aaron. I purchased that from AppMex, already in the holder, because I was worried about, am I getting real stuff here or not? I was not very knowledgeable at the time. And that was basically my first big purchase into an ancient coin. And then I realized that I looked on the picture of AppMex really close and everything, and then I realized, oh, they sent me a completely different coin. The picture said, it will look something like this. It wasn't the actual coin in the picture that I got. But I like that. It was a great coin, actually, that they sent me. You got a really nice coin. However, I like this ancient coin that I have up right here is obviously. Oh, what happened there? What happened to my? Oh, I moved it. Okay, hold on.
Welcome in, Stacker Man's Rabbit Hole. Yes, I don't think this is my first live stream interview. It's the first one I've done in a while, like 6 months plus. I've been on with Nickel Stacking. I've been on with Constitutional. My very first one was actually with Constitutional way back in the day. I was really green back then. So if you guys want to get a kick and point and laugh, that'd be a good one to check out.
Stackerman Rabbit Hole, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So yeah, so this ancient coin, and now I can't remember what I was saying about it, but yeah, this I got raw. This I got from Aaron. The one I got from you, Silverboy Blues, I got from AppMex, and that's kind of what led me to Aaron and raw coins. Was I realized I want to be holding the raw coin, and once I found Aaron and I trusted him, I knew I was getting real coins. You're still there. You're all right. You popped in and out. I'm not sure why, but so I like to get the ancient coin in my hand, and that's a big part of it for me. So now I'm more dealing in ancient coins that are raw and without the slab, because oftentimes you end up paying a really high price for what you get in the slab. And there's some basically what it is just a lack of knowledge in America on ancient coins, and so everybody goes to the slab because they think, oh, I can trust that this is real. But the problem is that has driven up prices on coins that are not that good, because the grading company NGC PC, actually NGC is the one that grades ancient coins, so they will grade, and they don't. PCGS does not grade ancient coins, which is another whole thing. But when NGC grades a coin, they might give it like a 5 of 5 for the way they grade the coin, and that's fine. It may be a 5 of 5. I'm going to run this again. It may be a 5 of 5, but the problem is it might not be a good die cutter that made that coin, and so it could be a great strike and a great ancient coin, but the artist who did the die work for that coin might have been a really bad artist, and so you might end up seeing, oh, that's a 5 of 5, thinking, oh, that's the best strike, the best surface that you're going to get of that coin, and so you spend a high dollar thinking, oh, I got the best one. It's a 5 of 5, that's the highest grade you can get, only to find out, yeah, it's a really high grade coin for that example, but you have what's considered a really ugly die cutter with that coin. So you might find that same coin that is a less good on the strike, but is a beautiful artistic coin. And then you kind of realize, oh, so I got taken on the label basically because I didn't understand coins themselves. You see hopefully that helps explain that a little bit, but that's what has drove me to the raw coins is I think you can find better deals and get better artwork once you have knowledge on it, and someone like Aaron to help you through the obstacle course. So that's why I kind of have moved to more raw by hand.
Nice.
So, I see.
Hey, LLC, can you still hear me?
Yeah, you're back now.
Yeah, sorry about that. My headset died. I'm charging them up right now. It only takes like 10 minutes.
Well, Silver Boy Blues, you could very well get this one graded as well. It's just that, and that's what a lot of people are doing, and that's kind of one of the things that me and Aaron that he likes to point out, and I now see that what he's trying to do is just kind of make an even market so that people aren't getting ripped off. But so that's what a lot of people will do is they'll take that coin and send it in and get it slabbed. But here's the thing with the slabbing again is they might not give that a 5 of 5 for strike because maybe there is a bit of wear on it. And so we'll get a 4 out of 5. And then people who see that, oh, there's another coin that's called a Lucania Metapontum and it has a 5 of 5. And so they'll buy that at a more expensive price, thinking that they got a better coin. But once you put the coin side by side, I would go with the raw one with a much better art with maybe a little bit of wear, whereas you got a 5 of 5, the best grade you can get on a coin that has bad art. And it's just that if you don't know that there's a coin that has the same name that could have better art because you don't understand, there's a lot of die cutters for the same coin. You think, oh, just because I have the 5 of 5 Metapontum, you have the best Metapontum, and that's not necessarily the case. And that's how people end up paying more than they should and not getting the coin that they want. And so, but you could still get this graded. But the thing is that's why ancient coin collectors stay raw. Once you kind of figure this out, you just kind of stay more in the raw market because you can get better art coins that might not get a 5 of 5, but is what you're looking for because you're looking for the good die cutter and you're not worried that it's not a 5 of 5. And so, and if it's not a 5 of 5, people who think, oh, that has something wrong with it because it's a 4 of 5, and they'll just buy the numbers, not understanding that the 4 of 5 is like a 10 times more valuable coin. And once you entered into the market, like across the pond, it's kind of America that's new in ancient coins. You go over to Europe and it's mostly raw market, and people look at the coin, not at what some label says about it. And it's more the original and going, not that slabbing is bad. It's just that I kind of think I might be able to get my hands on better artistic coins at a better price. And I like to get it in my hand anyway. I get more from holding an ancient coin than the normal coin. So that's kind of what's going on with that there. But nothing's stopping you from grading it. But there is that oddness that's going on in the market right now. So hope that answers.
For me, I'd like to be able to hold one in my hand. It's like, just imagine like how many hands has that thing passed through.
Yep, and some of the really nice ones, some of the first coin collectors is recorded were kings and queens. So yeah, exactly. Okay, where do I'm gonna count this kookaburra down. And we're gonna say, so the kookaburra was at $37. Let me see if I still have that. Oh, I hate it when I do that. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna count this kookaburra down. I've got no bid at 37 in 3. And we've got the kookaburra in BU condition. Nice new capsule, $37. We got no bid in 2. In 1. And we're going to go no bid on the kookaburra.
All right. Welcome back, Neil. Yeah, that's right, man. You could try to change history all you want, like in the books or whatever, but like when it comes to the physical stuff, that's why I get so furious when I see them like tear down monuments or something like that. That's history. Yep. Whether you like it or not, doesn't matter if you're a fan of it or not, it's still the history.
Indeed.
Whether it be ancient or not, or just the other day and you're still got a sore ass about it, it doesn't matter. It's history, and if you don't learn from it, it's bound to repeat itself.
Yep. Brown Sugar, good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Hey, Brown Sugar, welcome in.
All right, next up we have a American prospector, Engelhard. 1987. What's up, Bubbles?
Iceman 78 snuck in here too.
Iceman 78. Hey, I haven't seen you in here. Welcome in. Good to see you.
Or Inkman. Sorry, Inkman. I'm so damn dyslexic. I apologize. I do that all the time.
1987, the American Prospector. You could probably get away with calling this vintage right here. In beautiful condition. A little bit of chatter going on there, but not bad at all for an old Engelhard. Let me grab the label here. And 19. There you are. All right, 1987. Engelhard.
It's a good year.
Fine. We're gonna go for $36.
Not bad. It's amazing. Like you think about like when you started stacking, what you like have kind of programmed in your head what a ounce of silver goes for versus today. It's like wow, it's really that escalated quickly.
Yeah. Yep. I think it's going to get more volatile, is what I'm expecting.
I'm glad I backed up the truck as hard as I could when I did. You know, it's gone up exponentially. I think the lowest I paid for an ounce of silver is like right at $20 with the premium and everything.
Nice.
But, you know, it helps with your dollar cost average, that's for sure.
Yep, no doubt. Inkman said, "No worries, he's been called worse."
Apologize. Yeah, the my dyslexia has been taking over pretty hardcore lately. I don't know what's up with that, but maybe I need to exercise my mind a little bit more as far as letters and numbers and all that goes.
Yeah, I'm a bit dyslexic myself, actually. I was labeled that when I was in grade school or something, dyslexic. So yeah, you can get some numbers and letters jumbled if you don't pay attention really closely. I do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's strange how I don't know if this applies to everybody, but my weakest subject I would say would be English. Not to say that I'm not, you know, if I apply myself, I'm pretty good at it. But the weakest subject being English, but my strongest subject is mathematics. So I don't know if that works for other people too, but I have noticed that somebody that's terrible at math was really good at English.
Well,
It was just correlation I made in high school.
I'm bad at both. I'm extremely bad at math. If I had to pick one I'm worse at, I'm pretty bad at math. Whereas my wife, luckily, helps me in that area. So
nice.
Luckily, my son's probably already doing better than I am too. So that's good. I managed to struggle through somehow, but it's nice to be good at math. My roommate in high school was like a genius in math. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they wanted to put me into a pre-calculus class my senior year in high school, but the class filled up. I kind of missed the boat on that one. That was my fault. But I had the geometry the year before that. I had the highest grade on the final, or in the class in the district for that matter. As far as mathematics goes, pretty much at like 99.9% on everything. So
really,
that was always my strongest subject, and I wasn't even really trying. That was the sad part. I applied myself. I could be a freaking Einstein over here with mathematics, maybe, but I just never applied myself.
Huh? Wow. Well, that's a nice thing to have, because I guarantee you can not have it, which is me.
Right. It's another thing though too. You don't use it, you lose it. So it's like all those formulas and equations are they've gone out the window. I'm sure if I had a refresher for like about a semester or whatever, it would come all right back, and I could go forward with it. But there's other things in my life right now I'd like to focus on versus just writing down numbers.
Right. Yeah, that's hilarious. Freaking awesome. Um, Cranky. Yes. So yeah, let me jump off here. I'm gonna change my camera and answer Cranky's question here. So this book right here by Harlan J. Burke is probably a great one to start with because it has weights of ancient coins and some beautiful pictures showing some of the beautiful artwork. I'm going to show you a quick example if I can find it here. Yep. So these are a list of standard weights that King Croesus of Lydia minted these first coins, and he made them all in the same weights in gold, which is up top that you can't really see very well up there, and then the same weights in silver. And that was kind of the first money coins where they actually sat down and made the same weights in gold and the same weights in silver and began, our same two money tier system that we have now. And so that is, again, who I highly recommend this is from Harlan J. Burke. And if you look up Harlan J. Burke in Chicago, that's where they reside. And so this is a great little starter book and has some beautiful examples of ancient coin artwork in there.
Nice. I'm curious, is that also constant constant weights, but I wonder if it was also the purity of the product was also one of the first as well.
Yeah, because before that they were mostly minting, or some of the first coinage was in what you would call wow, I can't think, but it was a combination of gold and silver mixed together.
Oh, what do they call that? Electrum?
Electrum, thank you. Yes, electrum, and that was a mixture of gold and silver. There was some first thought was that it was commonly occurring in the area and they were just picking up the metal and stamping it, but now we're pretty sure that they were actually mixing it because it was a pretty close to the steady standards in different areas.
Nice.
But yeah, that King Croesus was the first to do a pure gold with all the weights and a pure silver with all the weights, and yeah, those are high purity coins as far as for coming from that day. Like 98% is pretty impressive.
Heck, even 90% be impressive back in the day.
Which is, for sure the vast majority of a lot are pretty high up there, even above that. So, yeah, that's where I would first point you, Cranky. And yeah, I don't know if you were here, but earlier, but I'm going to have Aaron on this Friday at 12 Mountain Standard Time. So bring your ancient coin questions this Friday, and hopefully we can get some more of those answered.
Nice.
Okay, back to this, and we are winding down. We've already been here about a couple hours, broke. So.
Oh my goodness, yeah, time flies when you're having fun, right?
Right, I agree. It's not quite getting through as much as I wanted. I've been jabbering this whole time. Okay, so I'm going to count this one down. 1987, American Prospector.
Great year, 37 years ago.
No bid in 3. And 2. Cheers, Blistering. Really enjoy having you hang with us. Appreciate you. Nice jewelry you were making earlier with your copper wire. Caught that video.
Blistering Barnacles was?
Yep. He was making taking copper wire and making little I don't know, trinkets / jewelry, I guess. What do you call it, Blistering? Thanks, OC. Yeah, it's fun hanging with you guys too. And Broke, yeah, I appreciate you coming back with an earlier time because I wouldn't even have thought of it if you wouldn't have brought it up.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, the like I said, my schedule's been pretty tight as of lately. It's hard to squeak anything in. Not that I'm opposed to getting doing anything. It's just it's hard to when you're this busy all the time. It's hard to get anything done. I tell you.
Yep. Well, I know what you mean. 2 kids, and my son just had his first baseball game not long ago, and then he just had a little play that he did in Robin Hood, and so I got that.
Awesome, man. You got to make time for those things. That's time you will not get back.
That's it, and I don't want to miss some of that stuff. So, but yeah, no, I appreciate you coming out here and giving me a chance to get you on. Oh, hey, let's put these 10 grammers up here and see. So these are that little 10-gram pieces. And I got these at a great price from LBS. So
Nice. Freaking awesome. I see how to read all that. I have no idea how you wrote all that.
I know. I was trying to kind of look at that too. I was like, okay, I can't even figure that out right now. Too much.
Nice.
Got laugh out loud. I'm thinking. Placer gold averages 21 to 2 carats. Okay, that's cool to know. That's pretty high. 21 is out of 24 carats. I'm thinking you're talking. That's pretty good.
Very nice.
So we're gonna do 10 gram, 3 nines, 4 pours. Okay, and we're gonna go $12 because I got this amazing deal. So I'm gonna give you guys an amazing deal on them too. We're gonna go for $12. Another steal of the night here. If anybody wants some
for fractional, yeah, that's a damn good deal.
Fractional. It's a beautiful, beautiful deal right there. And yeah, I'll probably do one more. Well, we'll probably just throw up this ancient after that, and we'll or maybe one more piece and then the ancient, and then we'll wrap
Nice.
it up.
No, I just got, like I said, germanium mint's been kind of my go-to favorite mint. I just got my very first piece from Scottsdale the other day, and I'm impressed, man. Their attention to details also, man. That's the American germanium mint, if you will.
Yeah, no, I like Scottsdale too. What did you get? The cowboy or what was it?
I got it on one of those races over there with Jeff Crumpler and Sparkles. And she had it up there for a while as a mintage of 1 of 2000 as an antiqued mermaid from the Scottsdale Mint. And man, I looking at it like right here on the phone on the picture there, if you will, didn't do any justice. I mean, there's just little details these cameras cannot pick up. At least mine can't. And I'm really impressed with the amount of attention to detail. So that gets me that they're definitely on my radar. I'm gonna definitely potentially be getting some more items from the Scottsdale Mint here soon.
Did I miss? Let's see. Yeah, no, Scottsdale's great. I don't know. So yeah, and maybe I'll throw up. I'll probably put up some osmium, I guess, after this, since I got some low.
Yeah, that's a rare opportunity right there, getting some crystallized osmium here in the States.
And these pieces I'm offering up have been on back order and are on back order, and are kind of, I don't know, they're getting bought up right now. So, but they're like this. They're your access point to crystallized osmium. Basically, the smallest pieces you can get, 2 millimeter squares, but they're like would be great for earring studs or something like that. You can make your own jewelry ideas out of it. But
nice.
Maybe put it in
for entrepreneurship and making a new product. I wonder if anybody's ever made an hourglass using silver or gold dust.
I spent quite a bit of time looking for gold sand here, and I couldn't come up with any. So I don't know. I looked for it and couldn't find any. You can
I'm gonna
get
say there's a free $1 million idea for you guys. If you guys want to make hourglasses, but instead of sand, use silver or gold dust, and you can make it work. There you go. There's $1 million idea.
yeah, you know, but you can find it that's gold, looks gold, but I was hoping for like real small flake gold, you know, that would. But I didn't. Yeah, I couldn't find it. So. All right, we're gonna count that down. And we've got no bid at $12 for 10 grams. And I agree, freaking awesome. That's a pretty fair price. It's more than a fair price. That is.
It really is. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody's been biting on it, man. You're being more than generous on your auction prices there.
That's all right. That's all right. Sometimes it's just not the right time for people. That's all right. No pressure.
I'm telling you, man, you got to do it on Fridays. That's usually everybody's payday.
Right? There's so many people that are. I don't want to go. There's so many people on Friday already. I feel like that I just try to find my own little place where I'm not stepping on everybody else. No one would show up anyway on the big channel nights probably. So.
Likewise, that's why I've been doing my my live pours later at night. I'll start them at 8:30 because usually that block from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. is just there's like 20 live streams going on.
Yep. Yeah, broke. Maybe you could set some of this, piece of crystallized osmium in one of your bracelets or something too.
Oh man, I gotta figure out how to set stones or even osmium in something. That once I do that, I'm gonna definitely consider that for sure. Like for instance, I have a whole plethora of agates. Once I can, I'll probably get a wet sander and start learning how to cut those down, and I'll make my own things, and I'll be setting my own, making jewelry. Maybe I'll dabble in some earrings and stuff later. But I want to first and foremost, I want to focus on doing this. Once I get that done, I think I'll be more comfortable with this material. Move on to the next material, so on and so forth, and I can do different things with them.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, this is hilarious. Cranky, I think, seen me count down 3, 2, 1 and said, I'm pretty good at math there. So I don't know where he's coming up with that, but I appreciate it.
Half the time I got to take my boots off to count that high.
All right, we're going to throw up this Britannia here. I don't know. I don't see any melt spotting on this one. But it is the lady,
It is the queen. What year is that one again? I missed it.
Let's check here.
23. Nice. Love those security features. Like they are a leader in industry as far as security features are concerned.
Yep. Britannia. Coin 3, 4, 9. They're 4 9s, aren't they? Britannias.
I'm sorry. One more time.
I think they're 4 9s, aren't they? Yeah, no. This is 3 9s.
I believe they're 3 9s. They do have 4 9s fine products coming from the Royal Mint, but I believe the Britannias are 3 9s. Are they not?
Yep, they're 3 9s. Nope. Yep, you're right. I was thinking 4, but they're only 3. 2023 Britannia 3 9s fine. It is a coin. Don't let me get that wrong. Goodness gracious, this is it is a coin. In pounds, 2 pounds. Pounds are still legit, aren't they, Broke?
Oh, they are. If you remember correctly, the Britain's England has pulled out of the euro because they were pretty much supporting it. They were doing the heavy lifting on that, so I believe they're no longer part of the euro. So they're definitely back to British pound sterling or whatever it is.
Okay.
I kind of commended them for that. It was kind of like when Trump pulled us out of NATO there for a little bit, or was the Paris Accord or whatever. We were doing all the heavy lifting on it. We were just hemorrhaging money on it, but nobody else was holding up their end of the bargain.
Yeah.
So I kind of commend them for that. Putting their country first over that other stuff.
All right, we got Britannia here on AppMax at 31. Let's try it out at 30 and see if we get any bites here.
Yeah, this whole I'm hearing mixed stories on the whole petrodollar things, like whatever, but we'll see what happens. I think there will be consequences and repercussions of the alleged they're pulling out of the whole U.S. Exclusive U.S. dollars for oil, but at the same time, it's the best thing out there. Like the ecosystem, if you will, for the U.S. dollar is still alive and strong. I think there's still 99% of their transactions are going to be done in U.S. dollars. So I don't think that's going to affect anything. Not in the immediate, maybe in the very long, but I think we're going to be fine. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's it's not like going to be an immediate thing. I mean, I think it's bad in the long run, but it might not have quite as dramatic of effect right away. But I kind of
Right from it's like when before the U.S. dollar being the world reserve currency was a British pound sterling, and from basically the decline of that to the transfer going over to the U.S. dollar, it took 20 years. I mean, even if it just started, was to say it started in 2020, and it's not going to be until 2040 until that actually happens. It goes to something else, but as unstable as everything else has been lately, I don't see it really happening.
Yeah. Cranky, I have 10 grams total. So, letting me know. All right, yep. So since this is over, we'll put up some osmium. They say this,
Oh,
but
sweet.
that. So what goes up must come down. Spinning wheel, got to go round.
That's right. Up and down the merry-go-round we all go.
Silverboy Blues says, I'll get in on that at $30. Why not? It's a beautiful deal.
Is that all you were asking for on that?
I thought if
Oh,
nobody
man.
there's something
I'm not
wrong.
paying attention. I think I just missed out on a deal. Oh, shit.
You got free shipping, bro.
Killing me. I'm struggling here. My headset died, so I'm quietly listening to the phone here. I think I missed something.
Well, cool. Well, we're almost to let you go here. So
Oh, no worries.
a few more minutes. Appreciate you. Cranky says 12. You want 12 by 4, Cranky?
That's a good deal. It's fractional. I mean,
Yeah, both these
anybody that's looked at prices of fractional, I mean, that's a great deal.
15. No, they were at 12. You can have them at 12. 48 for 4.
Great deal right there.
Got Silverboy Blues at 30 right now on this Britannia. And we are
I mean, even if you look at these, the 90%,
Merc.
even if you look at these, what are they going for? Like $22, $24 times space right now, and
Yeah,
that's pretty much
It's a good place to be right now. Yeah. All right, we're gonna count this down to Silverboy Blues in 3, 30 at 3. Oh, I didn't get the 3 in there. In 3. In 2. Well, you're winning right now, Silverboy Blues. And you're getting a good deal. Silverboy Blues at 30 in 2. Silverboy Blues at 30 in 1. And we are SOLD. Sold, Silverboy Blues. That puts
nice.
you Up on the board, Silverboy Blues, you're now the top bidder, which puts you in line for the freebie. You just made yourself quite a buy there, my friend.
Nice.
Get that entered in.
Yes, congratulations, Silverboy Blues. Great pickup right now. Like any kind of sovereign coinage right now with the premiums, you're not, even if you buy them on like say Monument Metals or whatever, you're still paying at least $34 a freaking coin right now. So that is very generous of you.
Why, thank you.
I mean, what are Eagles going for right now? The premium's got to be like, what, $7 over spot right now at least?
Probably something like that.
Yeah. I like what Constitutional was saying a while back about not missing the boat on those again. He was picking them up left and right when you were able to get them for like, what is it, $27, $28 an Eagle, $29 even. That's a great deal. But that ship has sailed.
Yep. Okay, we've got Silverboy Blues up on the board. Labeled. Thank you so much. And Cranky, what did you say? Bid 15 on the 10 grammars. They're only 12, bud. But you can have them, and there's 4. Let me know how many you want, and they're yours.
I think he's in a bidding war with himself.
All right, let's take a look at this osmium. Let's see if I can zoom in.
Is that one piece in there?
Yep. So this is 1 2 millimeter. I'm going to try it. It's hard to get the focus on it.
1 millimeter. That's about the width of a credit card.
It's small. But this, it's just when it catches the light, that's what I'm trying to get. It's just amazingly reflective. So yeah, these are on back order and kind of hard to get a hold of right now. And so this is kind of an entry point. This is what a lot of people are picking up to put into jewelry. I'm going to do one at a time. So if anybody is looking for a piece 2 millimeter crystallized osmium, so let me tell you a little bit about what crystallized osmium is here. So crystallized osmium is a byproduct, a platinum byproduct. So it's a platinum metal, metals group metal, and it's about 1,500 times rarer than gold. It's the most dense, most reflective. It's more reflective than silver and more than diamond. So if you put that in jewelry there, you're going to be grabbing attention from a long ways away. It's also, in its crystalline form, it is the most abrasion resistant thing that we know. It's actually more abrasion resistant than diamonds. And when it comes to hardness, it's back and forth. Which one is harder, osmium or a diamond? Sometimes it's the osmium.
I didn't know that.
Sometimes it's the diamond that's harder. So they're basically neck and neck when it comes to hardness. But if you do scratch resistant, the osmium beats it every time.
Nice.
It's also the most inert, meaning there's no, like, you can put silver into this type of acid. I can't think of what it's called right now, but it'll just eat the silver or gold, whatever you put in there. It'll just dissolve it, but it will not touch osmium. It's this stuff is it's going to be the last thing standing. Will be crystallized osmium, and each piece has its own built-in code in its crystalline form that builds as it crystallizes. It uniquely.
It's unique, like a snowflake. There's
Right.
no two are alike.
Exactly, and being the most dense element and scratch resistant element, you can't replicate it. So it's like, if you came up with the right technology, you could have earrings that unlock your house, and that only you could scan in, or whatever idea you came up with there. So yeah, there's a lot of unique attributes to this stuff. It's only 10 years old, so this is a new product. It's only been in the US for about a year, and Ian at ARK Silver Gold Osmium, that's why I have anything to do with it, is through him. And he's the first flagship store in America, North America, that is, to sell crystallized osmium. So it's a new product. It was introduced in Europe first, and in Germany, where, over in that area, and they've been selling it for 10 years. Wealthy family offices are trading it over there, and they've just introduced it into other countries, USA and North America being one of them. And so this is some of the first osmium to hit the market in North America. I have already sold a piece in auction here on my channel. And so if you want to learn more about it, you can go watch some videos I have up about it. The one unique thing about it is that, unlike bullion, where you just buy the silver or gold, the precious metal, and then that's all there is to it, with this, you buy it, and then you also have a security code that is built in. So what they do when they make the piece at the Osmium Institute is take a picture of it, put it in their database, and then that unique code is entered into their computer. So this code here on the vial is a unique identifier that you can type in at Osmium Identify, and it'll pull up this piece of osmium with its picture and its identity and everything. So you do need a name and an email address to secure the digital aspect of your osmium piece to your name. So you'll need your name and an email address, and then that way, if anybody ever steals a piece of osmium from you, they will just be tracked down and caught, because you can't resell it unless you have that digital code from the owner. So
really? So yeah, when you sell them, so let's just say if I purchase that today, I need that code to be able to resell later, legitimately, or what?
Yep. And if it comes up stolen and you sell it, then you're just tracking yourself down. There is all you're doing.
Okay.
But if you buy it from someone and you don't end up getting the code, it's not going to come back stolen, so you're probably not going to get in trouble. It's not like it's a problem in that way, but it's just a built-in security for the person who buys it, so that if it does get stolen, it's easily tracked down. So yeah, it's a really interesting, unique metal, and there's not going to be much to go around. And from what I hear, there's some big advertising coming on board from not from companies, but from people who are well known, and so that'll probably bring advertisement once some well known people are wearing it. It'll bring the you won't have to do much advertising after that. So it's already
Nice.
already these small pieces are on back order. People are trying to buy more of it and having trouble, because it's the starting point to get in, and you can make jewelry out of it. And we kind of started a little group where we're making pendants and nose ring, like little nose studs and ear studs with osmium on it, because once you see that in the sunlight, just this tiny little piece, like in a nose stud, would just grab your eye. From if you're outside in the sun, you'd be surprised at how easily you could see that. So
Nice. I'm just waiting for some rapper to come out with a platinum and osmium grill here shortly.
and that'll be, once it gets some rapper or something wears it, then what little left will probably go up in price pretty quick. Okay,
Right.
thank you. I'll put you down all four at $48. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. These are
Yeah,
cool.
from my how I understand on osmium on the rarity, for the whole world gold, there's like what 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools full of gold for all the gold in the world. Platinum, there's only 6 inches of the first pool of platinum in the world, and then for osmium, all of it can fit in the trunk of your car.
Yeah, now it's even going to be less than that because it won't. The amount that it's going to be actually crystallized will be like it was going to be 3 meters squared. Was to like if everything was mined that they think is possible to mine, and now it's going to be like I can't remember a 60th of that or something that they're
Oh
actually going to.
wow.
So it's even going to be less than originally thought. So, okay, so 10 grams cranky at 4. $48 cranky. Thank you very much for 10.
Oh, freaking awesome. You're saying it's a chemical. Yes. So the difference is there's osmium, highly toxic, and then there's crystallized osmium, extreme, just completely inert. So yes, regular osmium, very poisonous, toxic. Don't touch that. And then crystallized osmium, that's a totally different product.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Freaking awesome. If you want me to hold some, you can you can buy this, and I'll definitely hold it for you. I can, there's going to be there will be some. There is kind of a repricing that's supposed to be coming here shortly. So you might want to try to get in before that, just a piece if you're interested. But I mean, get in when you want to. But I think I should let you know that there is a known repricing that's going to happen soon. And why that big chunk that I was talking about that was going to be mined, that's now they're only doing about a 60th of that. They already have most of it, and they realized that they were buying from a company who they thought had more, and they didn't, and so now they realize that they only have like X amount, and so they're gonna do that, but I don't know how much more there will be.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. The runaway effect it has when people want it and they realize they can't have it.
That's
Crazy the price will explode.
Yep, that's kind of the thing. Let me show you guys a website if you are a little interested. I'm gonna show you guys so you guys can look at it. Osmium. Let's just do. Okay, let me share my screen. Share screen. Share. All right, there we are. Okay, so up here if you type in buyosmium.com, you can come now. This is the Germany site, and you can buy from Germany directly if you want to, but I would recommend buying from ARK Ian Everard at 307-264-9441 or ARK S.G.O.com. He's in Wyoming. He's got a brick and mortar store, and he's the first flagship store to be selling crystallized osmium in America. And you don't have to pay the customs tax and all the different the shipping costs from overseas and whatnot. If you give Ian a call, you can bypass those extra charges and get it at a discount from him. And or obviously you can purchase through me in this auction. You can go here though to this website, and you can look at, they have bars and discs. They have they call them split bars. These are offcuts, but it kind of looks like stars in different sizes. You have some different triangles, squares, rounds, and they also have letters and numbers, and also some symbols. You can also have a custom piece made if you get in contact with him. Obviously, there's extra charge there. But I bought this piece right here, which is what is being made into a pendant for my wife. And it was about,
Nice.
let's see, it was about it would have been, it was a little bit more than these ones here. These larger these ones that are.
Yep. Another thing to note and to mention there, when I was in live chat with Ian there, he was saying that everything's pretty much 2-dimensional plane. It's got to be flat. They experimented with doing 3-dimensional pieces of crystallized osmium, and it didn't go so well. So right now everything's just one flat plane.
Mm-hmm. That's true. However, there's also what you call sparkle grade, and so this one that I'm hovering over, you can see says a sparkle grade 3. So that's the amount of osmium that is actually crystallized together. And the longer you leave the process run, the more crystalline structure grows. So a sparkle grade 5 would be the coarsest sample you could get. It would have the largest crystals. The biggest grown crystals would be a sparkle 5. So the piece looks a little more rough or pronounced, more bold. And then for like, they make a lot of watches and stuff like that where the hands would move around on like a sparkle grade 1, because you get the same look, but it's not as rough. It's more of a flat surface, but you get a lot of reflection out of it. So you don't pay as much for like a sparkle grade 1. You're going to pay a lot less for, because there's less actual metal there. And if you leave the process run, it will grow larger, but it gets a lot heavier, and it obviously costs a lot more. So,
Man, I can't wait to see Rolex trying to implement this material into their watch faces.
There's already bigger names than Rolex in the watch industry that have taken it up, and there are some,
Nice.
$1 million watch. I don't know, their price is just ridiculous, but they're amazing. There's some amazing work being done with this stuff so far, and it's just getting out there. So it's a new product, so let me show you the price action on a chart, and then we will commence this. Let me pull up the price action chart so you can see what it's done since it started. And to find that, you type in osmium price, and you scroll down until you find osmium price. It's spelled in German REIC, so osmium price, but that's what you want to click on, and it will bring up this site. Let me show you that. Sorry, I'm running a little long here today. Broke, thanks for hanging with me.
Oh, no worries, buddy. I'm just hoping my phone doesn't die.
It does. I appreciate it. Okay, so here, can you see that over there? Yeah. Okay, so here's the price action chart. If we go to all, so we started back here in 2017, about when I started stacking silver. Look at that. It was $560, and then over since 2017, we're up at the $1,500 range. So we're at about $1,434 a gram. It's priced in grams, but it's had a steady 15% increase year to year, kind of over that time span. And we're coming up on a repricing because of the adjustments in the supply being smaller. So that's kind of
what's the math on that per ounce? That's got to be like close to like $40,000 an ounce.
Yep, 44,000 about, or roughly 20 gold eagles or gold buffaloes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about store value, right?
It's a very dense, and that's why a lot of the European wealthy family offices are just buying like discs of it and using it as a wealth preservation and transfer mechanism. because you can transfer a large amount of wealth in a dense product with a secure code that can't be replicated and can't be reproduced. It's a way to transfer a legit, unique, rare metal, the rarest metal. It's the rarest precious metal. It's the rarest metal. It's the rarest element, and it's the most dense element, and it's the most abrasion resistant element, and almost the hardest element. And you can just go on. The most reflective element, the most inert element.
It's the densest non-radioactive metal there is on the periodic table.
You got it, and it's OS 76 there on the periodic table. So it's a legit thing, and it's new, and you have a chance to get in at the floor level here, because like this is one of the my last auction that I've already sold some. I think I probably the first American auction to sell any osmium. So I'm gonna offer this piece up here today. This is about a $25 piece. I'm gonna start it at $30. And if you want to make a nose ring out of it, or make your own something totally different, but this is like this is your starting point. This is like the smallest piece you can get. If you want, in fact, let's type I'll show you how to do that too, right quick. Let's type in. We'll put this piece in the identify osmium. I'll show you guys how to do that right quick. So you go to identifyosmium.com. Oh, where are you at? Oh, no, I can't find it. I'm going to have to skip past it if I can't find it here.
Yeah, that might be a tutorial video one of these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm behind the idea. I'm just hoping that the industrial process, and there's no industrial espionage, and it's still tightly controlled by what's the company called again that actually makes it? It's not ARK. It's or is it ARK?
Say that again.
Anyways, I'm just hoping it doesn't get industrial espionage and they start being able to make it as well. But at the same time, there's only so much of that material in the whole world. They really can't. You can't really duplicate it.
I always ask what's its use, what's its industrial use, and they're like, it does have application in high, high temperature computing. Some of their supercomputers and stuff need to transfer a lot at like high temperatures, and supposedly this works really well for that. But it's just it's already too expensive for people that are in it for wealth preservation / jewelry, are already pushing it past making it applicable worldwide in any type of, commercial type thing like that, industrial. Okay, so I can't find that. We're going to go ahead and run this piece of osmium. This is a 2 millimeter square osmium. And we're going to run it at $30. And anybody is interested, you can just pick it up and we'll go through all the details through email. But yeah, you'll just need an email and a whatever name you want to put with it. It doesn't have to be your name. I used LLC when I transferred one piece to me. One piece I used my real name and real information, and another one I just used my company information, and it was made out to LLC. So, you can make up your own email just for this piece if you want to, or use your existing email and your name, however you want to look up. We got Silver Boy Blues at $30. Good job, Silver Boy Blues. Nice pickup. You're now going to be owning one of the most, well, not one of the most, you will be owning the most rare element, and let alone precious metal. So
and most expensive.
yeah, and most unique, and I could go on and on. Some pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, it is a good price. It's a good place to get it. That's why they're like, these are hard to be, believe it or not. And I asked next time, I want to work with a little bit bigger pieces than these. So you probably won't see this small piece with me again. I'm kind of sending that. We got a group going where we're kind of making them into studs for a nose ring and studs for earrings, these small pieces, because I think that, you know, that's a good way to go with these small pieces. So I'm going to be getting a little bit bigger pieces. In fact, there's some hexagon honeycomb cuts that you can buy at basically like a bullion price instead of having an extra cut cost. And I'd love to get some of those. So I'm going to be dealing with a bit bigger pieces, more of the $100, $200 range, but that way I can take it out and show you that its quality is a little bit easier. You know, this does like really small. That's why they put it in a vial, obviously, so you don't lose it until you get it in what you want. But it is a good way to get in, and it's a way to get in inexpensively. And once
good night, Blistering Barnacles Adventures. Have a good night, bud.
Thanks for hanging with us, Blistering. All right, let's count this piece down. I don't even think I flipped the thing, but we're running late. We're gonna count this down to Silver Boy Blues. We got Silver Boy Blues at $30 in 3.
Snipers ready.
And we got, oh come on, kick through there. What's taking me so long? All right, in 2. Silver Boy Blues at 30 in 1. We are SOLD. Sold Silver Boy Blues. Congratulations.
Sold. Congrats.
Now you can consider yourself part of the 76ers club. OS 7.
That's right.
On the periodic table.
I think like what do they say? Precious metal stackers are like 1 or 2% of all the United States, and you're the 1 or 2% of those stackers that are stacking osmium. I mean, you're ahead of the curve right now.
You're in osmium. You are in the 0.01. I mean, you're up there for sure. You're definitely up there. Okay, so we're gonna put up this last piece here. This is the same thing, 2 millimeter square. Putting up one more. So if you wanted a pair of stud earrings, this is how to do it. You already got one for a stud for whatever you want. Nose ring. If you were looking for studs for an earring, here's another one to go along with it. And we have 2 millimeter square. Osmium. We're going to do the same price, $30. Go, Flipperooski. One more piece. Last piece that you'll probably see in 2 millimeter squared on this channel, probably.
Nice. You got the ARK S.G.O still up there on your screen. I don't know if you saw that or not.
No, thank you. Oh, no, that's the JD. Got to be careful doing that. All right. Last call. Who is it? Have you guys watched what's his name? And names are not doing good with me today. The Ravenhawk coins. You guys ever been on Ravenhawk coins?
Oh yeah, Ravenhawk's cool as heck, man. I love that guy. I need to get on his stuff again. I used to be a regular. I don't know what happened, but it's probably the algorithms point me in a different direction lately.
Yeah, he blew up. He blew up with subs like a month ago or so. He like blew past. For some reason, he just blew up. Everybody's like, "What is going on with him?" His channel just exploded. Everybody's wondering like, "What did you do? How did you do that?" He just exploded suddenly.
Yeah, there's no equation for going viral. If I find it out, you'll know.
All right. Silverboy Blues
says,
all right, we'll set ourselves up here. Silverboy Blues, $30. Good call. Good call. Yeah, this is
There you go. Yeah, now you can have a set of earrings.
or whatever else you come up. I was thinking about it with your copper. I was thinking today about it, and I thought, you could set it in copper. Then I was thinking, copper kind of corrodes. And I thought, if you like set it in there and glued it, I wonder if the copper would hold it. But then I thought, if you put it like on a stud, like we're doing for like a nose stud or an earring stud, and then use that, like drilled a hole in the copper and then use the stud itself of the earring to go through the copper, and then like soldered the back of the stud of the stud to the copper. And then your piece would like be a kind of like riveting it in there.
I was gonna say, yeah, I would instead of using any kind of epoxy or adhesive, I would probably be setting it more like a stone.
Yeah, freaking awesome says, congratulations. First one I've ever heard anyone getting osmium. Yep, Silverboy Blues, you're like I say in a unique crowd now. So I know I have some. Neil's Han Dynasty has some. And OC Stacker, I believe. OC, if you're here, chime in. Do you have a piece? I know he's helping along get these things set in earrings and stuff. So he's kind of part of the group. I'm not sure if he owns any yet or not, but I'm sure that's coming down the line. And I know who else has some.
I think Tuli has some.
Tuli has some. She did an awesome unboxing video on it. Go check that out. And then Space Miner has been putting them in silver round. His Space Miner round, his silver round.
Oh, I saw that. Those are cool.
Those are very cool. So those are that's the list of people. Well, I guess I know a couple, and there's a couple people that have contacted me from California, who are setting up out in California, and so they have. But that's like the list of people. I got like 5. I can count them on one hand, and I don't know anybody else that has any. So, like I say, they're coming through. Ian, me, soon to be Neil. And that's and then he's got another vendor that's set up and getting set up in Texas, and another one, like I said, that's getting set up in California. But it's fresh over here. So
Freaking Awesome says you're trading out hard drives. So they have a new type of solid state hard drive where you're saying there's 18 terabytes on a hard drive disk size on a solid state. That's impressive. I've never seen that. I mean, they're always making them bigger and better capacity, but that's amazing, that size.
Yep. Okay, we got Silverboy Blues, $30 on the osmium in 3, in 2, in 1. And we are SOLD. Sold the Silverboy Blues. Congratulations, Silverboy Blues. Awesome.
Congratulations.
All right, so we're going to do our last thing of the night here. Like I said, I would pull this ancient coin down. Actually, let's view where it's at. Over there. Let's do this. Which beautiful. All right, so again, this is Lucania Metapontum, 335 to 330 BC, Nomos, 7.84 grams silver, and it's the veiled head of Demeter wearing a wreath of grain and necklace, and on the back you've got a barley ear with leaf with a mouse on top and the phi sign below. And we let's go ahead and take it up close.
Wonder what that would have bought you back in the day when that first was struck.
So silver coins back in the day are known as treasury coins. And this is a Nomos. This is a 7 gram. They're big. Well, not their biggest pieces, but kind of the silver dollar of the day was a tetradrachm, and those are about double this piece. And they're about 16, 17 grams, about a half ounce. This is about a quarter ounce.
Okay.
And so mostly the treasury coins were used for bigger things. Like if you were going to go to another town, you might take this with you. And when you got to that town, you would take this coin and find what they would call the moneyer, and kind of like a bank or something, you know, would just be a guy, and you would give him this, and he'd give you maybe, you know, 20 little copper pieces in exchange for that. You would go then in the town and purchase your groceries with the copper pieces.
Nice.
So I guess this is like a little bit more of a, you know, store of value transfer mechanism of the time, but it's not like, from what I understand, it would, you know, usually to buy stuff you were using the smaller stuff, whereas this is a little bit, you know, bigger stuff.
Right. Using the coppers for everyday commerce.
Generally, mostly, yeah. So, beautiful example here. Look at the detail in her eyes there. Always just kind of amazes me that they can get that detail, and looks like you can see her pupil there. Very, very good detail. Nice sheen to it still. Great strike. Very nice coin. And we are going to put this up at...
Well, Freaking Awesome says those are not solid state drives for the 18 terabytes or 18 trillion bytes. I think it's the same thing, but yeah, the that's still amazing. Is that a disk drive? Just curious. Yeah, just a little side note there. Sorry. But yeah, LLC, I need to get off of here, but I gotta start heading out and get to work here in about 15 minutes. So
perfect. Yeah, this is the last piece. So thank you so much for hanging out with us, Brooke. I really appreciate it. Hope I can get you back on here sometime soon.
Absolutely. You know what? I've never had a guest on my show. I've always usually been a guest on others. Maybe I'll have you on mine. We'll do the old switcheroo.
Cool. Yeah, well, sounds good. Holler at me.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, man. I appreciate you having me. This has been a blast. We'll definitely have to do this again. Everybody, take care. And yeah, buy some more of that crystallized osmium and other stuff, man. The ancient coin's awesome. I can't afford to pay in cash, but will you take a payment in horses, maybe?
Well, my wife's back here in the office here, and I think she might take you up on that offer. To be honest, she probably made that switch.
Yeah, that was still breeding dogs. I might have to trade you a Great Dane for that, but that's a tale for another time.
No doubt. Awesome, bro. Thank you so much for coming on. It was a great time, and we'll hook up again.
Awesome, bud. Take care. Y'all keep stack them high. I'll see you on the next one. All right.
Thanks, Zach. Bro. All right, guys. We're winding down here. Oh, you can't. There. Yep. Got a little bit of time left. On the Metapontum Nomos. I see the pair of neodymium. Oh, okay. Information for broke. It's way over my head, freaking. Yeah, so yeah, this is a beautiful coin. I bought it. This I did buy from Harlan J. Burke. You can go back on my channel and watch me purchase it. So that's one thing about my channel in Ancient Coins is now I'm purchasing everything through Harlan J. Burke, which he has a lifetime guarantee, obviously, that everything's genuine, and as well as I do, and I have him behind me as well. So I kind of log my Ancient Coins. I buy them through him, or at least converse with him on auctions, upcoming auctions, and whether, you know, what I'm getting into is good or not. So you have that, but you not only do you have my lifetime guarantee, you have Harlan J. Burke and Aaron Burke's guarantee behind that as well. So, but this coin I bought from Harlan J. Burke at it was about $1,000 coin. I got it on the late after sale at about it was 900 or 950. I can't remember. So, but again, this is kind of one of my, it's hard for me to let this go. So, that's why I have it priced where I have it priced. I think it's a great price, but, I'm not letting this one go easy because it's a beautiful example and I don't know that I will come across a better one. So, but yeah, there it is. And we are counted down on the time. We have cleared. We're going to count this one down. And we have no bid on the 2,350 plus year old coin. We're going to count it down in 3. And, why do I not have I forget to do that all the time. So yeah, we got it. No bid on the Lucania Metapontum 330 to 335 BC Nomo 7.84 grams silver at 1150. So Silverboy Blue says so 1150, but see what I'm saying. What are you saying? Okay, I'll take it with the payment plan to pay it out if that's okay, like you were saying. Yeah, you got it, bud. Yeah, your credit's good with me. We've already done business, so you got it. We will count it down here. We got it going to Silver Boy Blues. Boy, this is going to be hard. I was worried somebody would buy this off. This is one of my favorite pieces. I mean, that mouse there is just to die for. I have a feeling, Silver Boy Blues, you're taking a piece off me here that I'm going to be jealous about. So I think you're doing good. All right, we're going to count this down to you. We got Silver Boy Blues at 1150 in 2. Next bid, if anybody wants to interject on that, would be 1155. Silver Boy Blues at 1150 in 1. And Silver Boy Blues at SOLD. Silver Boy Blues 1150, and we are sold. Silver Boy Blues, very nice. Silver Boy Blues. It's one of the nicer pieces. I think that I'm ever gonna come across on this coin. We'll see. I'll have to keep my eye out for it now, but quite a coin. And what's really cool is wait till you get it in your natural light. You can't see it all that well, but there's some beautiful rainbow toning around her neck, well, in the back especially. But gorgeous coin. Look at the hair along her forehead there. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I'm a little jealous. And then this back is just the mouse. Is too cool. Very, very nice coin. Silver Boy Blues. Great pickup. A little jealous, but this is how I said I would do it. This way I can hopefully get more beautiful coins in and get my hands on more coins and learn more about them and bring other people into them. And that's what's great about doing it this way is, I get to learn about them with Aaron and get them in my hands. And what's cool about that is it's because it's the information that's missing. That's kind of the problem with ancient coins is that yeah, the people don't know. They don't know what they're buying, and so they think, oh, we'll go to the slabs, and anything that is labeled a 5 of 5 will buy for. And so then you end up paying a lot of money for a 5 of 5, but it's not necessarily the coin that you think it is. And so I think we're going to be able to learn from Aaron about these ancient coins and not be buying high price stuff that is not what you actually want. And so it's leveling the playing field for ancient coins, and it's exciting to be a part of that and learn about the history and the art as well that goes along with it. So very cool. All right, guys, I got to wind this down. I'm like an hour over, so thanks for hanging with me. Thanks a lot, Silverboy Blues. Great grab. Brown Sugar, thanks for hanging out. Freaking awesome. Thanks for being here. Enjoyed you hanging with us today. And like I say, so I will be back Friday with Aaron. Hope to see you there. And Friday at noon Mountain Standard Time. And then also hopefully Saturday night Spin and Bin. We will see you back for that. So I'll be getting in touch with you, Silverboy Blues, for the osmium as well, and we can talk about that. Get into more detail through email. All right. Thanks, guys. We will catch you on the next one.